Welcome to another Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union broadcast of Lumberjack basketball. Join us as we bring you the action live from the court with Tim Parrish. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjack! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Grangeville, Idaho, as your St. Maries Lumberjack varsity boys and girls have made the trip on a nice snowy day here over to the, east and south to take on the Bulldogs in 2A Central Idaho League action. Doubleheader today. Lumberjack girls varsity will take on the Bulldogs first, and then it'll be followed by the boys action right here on KOFE. Also over on our YouTube audio stream. We'll get that link shared just a moment to our Facebook page. But that's what we have right now. Weather wasn't exactly, it wasn't too bad from St. Maries all the way up to the Winchester grade, but from Winchester grade up to not quite halfway to Grangeville, the road, it was snowing pretty good. The roads were snow covered, and it wasn't horrible, but it was definitely not the best driving conditions. But it wasn't too bad from a little while after that into Grangeville. The roads in Grangeville are kind of snow covered, as you would typically see in a city. But overall, not too bad. Made it here safely. Good to go. Ready to get things rolling. The Lumberjack girls and the boys just got here. I'm sure they probably wanted to be here at about noon, but they got here at about 12:30. So the girls have to get changed and get out here and get warmed up. I don't know. They might extend their warm-up time just a little bit since they were a little bit later getting here. But we will wait and see. But we're now here nestled into the gym here in Grangeville, ready for some basketball action. And we'll come back after this quick break with a look at our Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend Checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch. Breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Maries.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Maries community for their fundraising effort and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjack!
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Maries community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
Tim Parrish back here at Grangeville at the Bulldog Gymnasium, where your St. Maries Lumberjack girls and boys set to take on Central Idaho League opponent, the Grangeville Bulldogs today. We've got doubleheader action. The girls playing first, boys coming up second. Taking a look at the 2A Central Idaho League standings, the Grangeville Bulldog girls, they are sitting at 4-0 in league play, 11-8 overall. I believe that's the right record. 11-8 overall. They lost at Kamei in their last action, 53-45. That ended a pretty good win streak that they were on. They will be at Orofino on the 31st, and they are 7th in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, 7th in the Max Preps Power Rankings. Kellogg, the Wildcats, 4-3 in league play, 7-11 overall. They beat Priest River 59-27 on the 26th. They will be hosting St. Mary's on the 31st. They are 11th in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, 17th in the Max Preps Rankings. For St. Mary's, they come into today's game with a 2-3 league record, 8-8 overall. They beat Orofino 43-41 the other night. And like I said, they'll be at Kellogg on the 31st, which is Monday. They are 9th in the, or no, that's Tuesday. They were 9th in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, 16th in the Max Preps Rankings. Orofino, 2-3 in league play, 5-9 overall. Lost to St. Mary's 43-41 in a close battle on the 26th. They host Lakeside today, and they will be here at Grangeville on the 31st. They are 15th in the Idaho Sports Rankings and 15th in Max Preps. Priest River Spartans, 0-3 in league play, 2-12 overall. They lost to Kellogg 59-27. They'll be at St. Mary's on February the 2nd. They are 22nd in Idaho Sports Rankings, 23rd in Max Preps. They are actually going to be the number 5 seed in the district tournament due to the fact that they did not play Orofino or Grangeville in the regular season. And the district tournament starts next Saturday. The 4 and 5 team will play. Currently, St. Mary's on Idaho Sports is in the number 3 slot, so they may not have to play in that first game of the district tournament. We'll have to see how the rest of this season plays out. Grangeville is firmly in control of that number 1 spot at the moment. So the in-between teams are kind of where we are at, not knowing where they're going to be at in that district tournament action at the moment. Taking a look at the power rankings in Idaho sports, the top 5 is Melba sitting with a 21-0 record. North Fremont with a 16-3 record is number 2. Number 3 is Coal Valley Christian with a 17-4 record. Soda Springs is number 4 with a 16-4 record. Westside at number 5 with a 13-6 record. The coaches poll, it's Melba, Soda Springs, Coal Valley, Ryrie, and North Fremont, your top 5. In the media poll, top 5 is Melba, Soda Springs, Coal Valley, North Fremont, and Ryrie. And in the Max Preps ranking, it's Melba, Soda Springs, Coal Valley, North Fremont, and Ryrie as the top 5. Max Preps is what they seed the state tournament with. Don't let that fool you. Grangeville is a very tough team. They actually front-loaded their schedule. They played some very tough teams early on, and we have more on that here in a little bit. But first, we're going to take another break, and we'll come back with more of the Potlatch number 1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Maries on Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's on Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, if you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Tim Parrish back here at Bulldog Gymnasium, the home of the Grangeville Bulldogs, as the Lumberjack girls getting set to take on to a Central Idaho League opponent. A little bit of breaking information for you. Lumberjack fans, it looks like the Lumberjack girls tonight will be without the help of senior guard Berkeley McGrill, as she had a heck of a game the other night against, was it Orofino at home? And, but she is not dressed out and has a wrist braced on. So it looks like Berkeley not going today in this game against Grangeville. She had a heck of a game, scoring 20 points in that last game. So we hope that she heals quickly and hopefully gets her back in time for at least district tournament action. Have to catch up with her and see exactly what happened. But that is kind of just a little update there on what I'm seeing on the floor, as we noticed when she came into the gymnasium that she had a wrist brace on. So we kind of paid attention when they came out to start warming up. And she came out without her warm-ups on and is sitting, well, she's actually not sitting down here. She headed out of the gym, out into the other area of the gym for the time being, it looks like. Just maybe looking for the concessions or something. In any case, we have about 14 minutes left for our countdown to tip-off, brought to you by Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union. And taking a look at the Lumberjack girls to this part of the season, you know, they've definitely had an improvement over last year. Of course, they only won one game last year. And this year they are sitting currently at 8-8. So it's been a pretty good season for them, honestly, just from the last couple of years where they've had some bad years. So the senior group is getting to finish off their high school career on a fairly strong season, at least from the standpoint of, you know, with 8 wins. They hope to get a few more wins, obviously, here through the season, maybe try to make a mark, try to push their way into the state tournament. But there are some other teams in this division this year, league, that want that spot as well. Kellogg is probably the next tough, the second best, just judging from the way everything has gone so far. You've got Grangeville, who, again, their record's a little bit tricky, I guess you could say, is they have a winning record now, but they did not have that winning record early in the season. Again, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I think that the next team on the number 2 spot is the one that's in the number 2 spot currently, and that's Kellogg at 4-3. But I do think it's a team that St. Mary's can compete with Kellogg, and they have the potential to possibly beat the Wildcats, but they are probably that favorite at the number 2 spot this year. And I think St. Mary's is solid in that number 3 slot. Well, maybe not solid, but there's a real close competition between St. Mary's, Orofino, and Priest River in fighting for those last 3 spots at districts. And like I said, obviously Priest River is automatically the number 5 slot just because they did not play Orofino or Grangeville this year. They didn't want to travel that far. So it's going to be a fight for that 4th spot. It'll be the 3rd and 4th spot will be between St. Mary's and Orofino, obviously. And Lumberjacks want to keep that spot. Turnovers has been kind of the thing again this year for St. Mary's girls. They had a really good game against Orofino, though. They only had about 4 turnovers in the first half. They did have a few too many in the second half. I think they finished with 16 turnovers in that game. But they were able to come from behind and beat the Maniacs in a hard-fought matchup. And we'll get you some recap of that game in just a bit. But as a team, St. Mary's shooting 33% from the floor. Not bad. 21% from three-point range. Again, not too bad as a number. And 46% from the free throw line. That's a number you definitely want to see a bit higher if you're Coach Wickard. St. Mary's has been pretty good on the boards, averaging about 40 rebounds per game, 11 assists and 10 steals. So St. Mary's has been productive, unselfish on the offensive side with the assists, and also productive on the defensive end, averaging 10 steals per game. But their opponents are averaging 12 steals per game. St. Mary's averaging 23 turnovers. Their opponents averaging 19 turnovers. So not a big difference or big discrepancy there, but just big enough. St. Mary's also averaging around 17 fouls per game, which again isn't bad if you compare to their opponents who are averaging 14, 15. Individually for St. Mary's, leading in scoring is Tacey Watkins, averaging 10 points per game. Stacy Mitchell also averaging 10 points per game, 10 points and 11 rebounds. Stacy averaging a double-double per game. That's even after going about 3 games without a double-double, so she's solidly in that spot. And then you've got 5 points per game for Sammy Sint. And again, I mentioned Berkeley not playing today. She averages 6 points per game. St. Mary's going to need one of the younger girls to step up and fill that role a little bit. Taylor Jansen averaging 4, Sammy Sint averaging 5, and Danica Sloper averaging about 2 points per game for the varsity girls. That's a quick look just at the season stats up until now. We'll take a quick break, come back with more from Grangeville.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professional?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture at St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Tim Parrish back here at Bulldog Gymnasium, the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off as the Lumberjack girls getting set to take on the Bulldogs of Grangeville. The captains meeting at midcourt got Tacey Watkins and Stacy Mitchell meeting with a couple of Bulldogs. I'm not sure who they were because there's no numbers. An update on the Bulldogs as well. They are without Adelaide LaFay tonight as she is injured. She had to have a knee surgery and her season is done. Again, you never will like to see players be injured in the season. For Adelaide, she is a sophomore, so she's got several years left of basketball action and sports action at the high school level. So it's not, I mean, you still hate to see them hurt, but you also think they've got time to recover and time to make an impact on their respective sports that they play. So we want to hope that Adelaide LaFay gets healed up and is ready to go for next year. She averages 7 points per game for the Bulldogs. Taking a look at the last game for St. Mary's when they hosted the Maniacs, it was a fun game in St. Mary's, and I got my stats corrected and everything. I had an issue during the game. I got that all fixed up. Orofino came out with a 16-point first quarter and a 12-point second quarter to go up 28-25 over St. Mary's at the half, as St. Mary's scored 11 in the first and 14 in the second. Both teams were dead even in the third at 10 points apiece, and kind of a low-scoring fourth quarter. St. Mary's puts up 8, and Orofino puts up 3, and St. Mary's able to squeak out the 43-41 win over the Maniacs. St. Mary's shot 45% from the floor, one of the better nights of the season for them. Also 55% from three-point range, 44% from the free throw line. So again, a little bit of a struggle there from the charity stripe. 27 rebounds in that game for St. Mary's, 16 turnovers in that game as well, 6 steals and 12 assists for St. Mary's. 6 points off the bench, 2 second chance points, 5 points off turnovers. And like I mentioned earlier, Berkeley McGrill, who is out tonight, she had 20 points in that game to go along with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 steals. She had a heck of a game. Sammy Sint had a pretty good night with 7 points, 6 points for Stacy Mitchell, 4 points for Jacqueline Linnemeyer. Tacey Watkins had 3, Taylor Jansen had 2, and Kara Sexton had 1 in that matchup. And the Lumberjacks, that is the second game against the Maniacs, so they will not play them again, except for district, possibly. In the previous game, well, no, that's the previous game against Grangeville. Okay, so we're going to take another quick break, and we'll come back and look at the Grangeville Bulldogs and the previous meeting between these two teams.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawah, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With 6 professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Tim Parrish back here at Bulldog Gymnasium, 4 minutes away from opening ceremonies. Bulldogs taking on the Lumberjacks. 2 games here tonight with the varsity boys and girls playing. Taking a look at the last time these two teams played, St. Mary's had a tough time with Grangeville's defense. St. Mary's lost that game 50-22. St. Mary's turned the ball over 35 times, so hopefully St. Mary's can improve on that number. You don't want 35 turnovers against the Grangeville team. Grangeville had 17 points off of those turnovers. Stacy Mitchell, nobody get into the double digits scoring. Stacy Mitchell led the team in scoring with 6 points in that one. Watkins and Jansen had 4. Elliott had 3, McGrill and Sloper with 2, and Sammy Stint only scored 1 point. For the Bulldogs in that matchup, trying to find their stats from when we played them, or their stats, they had 3 players in double digits, and it was Abby Fry and Madeline Green scoring 11 apiece, or 4 players in double digits. Carissa Barger and Maddie Thacker had 10 points apiece, and then 4 points for Natalie Long and 1 point for Addison Vanderwall. LaFay didn't play in that game either, so I don't know if she was dealing with that injury back then or not, but it was just not a good game for the Lumberjack girls in that matchup. The Bulldogs had 7 points off the bench, and so we're just hoping for, we know Grangeville is a tough team, and going back to talking about Grangeville a little bit, as far as being that tough team, the Bulldogs are 11-8. They started off with a losing season this year. Their coach is Michelle Barger. But then they went on a 6-game win streak until they lost to Kamei, 53-45 in their last game. They play an aggressive defense. They had 24 steals against St. Mary's. And Abby Fry, like I said, had 14 points. I guess she had 14 points in that game against us. That's what it says here. She was 3 of 6 from three-point range against the Lumberjacks in that one. But they started their season off against Melba. Melba is 21-0 in the 2A league down south, but they beat Grangeville 56-31. Then another 2A opponent, Cole Valley, beat Grangeville 57-42. They have a 17-4 record. Then they also got beat by a 3A school, Parma, who is 18-2 on the season. They're the top 3A team, and they are Bulldogs got beat 64-35 by Parma. So they did not play any slouches this season. Now, a quick look at the upcoming schedule as the clock winds down on us next week. First, good luck to the wrestling teams. They've been at the Clearwater Valley Duel this weekend. The cheerleading team today is at the District 1-2 tournament for cheerleading at Timberlake High School. On Monday, the boys will host Genesis Prep. 5:30 and 7 o'clock are those games. And then the girls will be on the road on Tuesday to Kellogg, and we will be covering all of those games early next week. There's games every day next week for the Lumberjacks, boys and girls. Not for all of them at the same time, but there's 6 games next week for both between the two teams. That's going to about wrap up our Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. The clock is run out. We're going to get ready for the national anthem and all those opening ceremonies. We're going to take a break and come back with your starting lineups. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Maries Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Maries is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Maries, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack!
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And I was a little bit premature in that break real quick, but wanted to come back real quick. It is their senior night for the Bulldogs, and they are honoring, I guess they only have one senior. It is Natalie Long, so they've got that out of the way. Nope, they have another senior, Emmy Told, who is not on the main roster for the Bulldogs. I think it might have been Haley Told. That is the senior. No, none of those are listed as a senior, so I don't know. They're not listed as senior on their roster. But anyways, a couple of other games next week, and just a quick heads up for girls basketball, we will not be broadcasting the game on Thursday when the girls host Priest River. We have a previous commitment that we had committed ourselves to, so we are not going to be broadcasting that game. That'll be the Thursday home game for the Lumberjack girls against Priest River. more than likely, well, it's obviously going to be the senior night for Lumberjack girls as well. But we will pretty much do every other game next week. And let me give you a rundown of those since we do have a little bit of time here. Games next week, big one that's going to be a fun one to go to is going to be the St. Maries boys at Lake City, 5A Lake City. It's going to be a 3-game day with the JV. They're going to have a freshman squad for St. Mary's. They're going to play Lake City freshmen. That game will be at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then it'll be JV boys at 5:30 against Lake City JV, and then varsity boys at 7. So that's going to be a fun game over in Lake City. And then the girls, like I said, will host Priest River on Thursday. That's the game we are not going to be able to make it to. Glad it is a home game. The wrestling team will be at the Bonners Ferry Invite next Friday, and they'll be there on Friday and Saturday. So good luck to them in that. The boys basketball teams on Friday will host Bonners Ferry. Tough game there. That's going to be a fun one. St. Mary's lost by 8 or 9 the first time they played them. And then on Saturday, it's going to be the beginning of the Central Idaho League tournament. If the Lumberjack girls end up being in that 4 seed, then the Lumberjack girls would host Priest River on that day. If St. Mary's can stay up in that 3rd seed, then they would not play that weekend, I don't think. But the boys will be at Logos. So it's all going to depend on who's playing as far as the girls, on whether or not we go over to Logos to cover that game in Moscow. So that's just an update of the schedule for the Lumberjack girls. If the girls end up in that 3rd or 4th slot, in that 3rd slot, they will play the number 2 seed on February the 6th instead of playing on the 4th. So they'll get a couple more days of practice time and stuff before the district tournament starts for them. So that is a look at those schedules. Now we'll take a break for the national anthem.
It's time to winterize your home, and there's no better place to start than in everyone's hardware and lumber store, 10th Street Lumber. They have insulation, house wraps, stoves, and heaters. See their huge selection of power tools, paints, and painting supplies. And, of course, they have a full line of lumber supplies. Stop by 10th Street Lumber and see what they can do for you. And remember, 10th Street Lumber will deliver anywhere on 10th Street and Railroad Avenue, 10th Street Lumber.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. For supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturday. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor.
Now we're back. We'll get the starting lineups for the St. Mary's Lumberjacks. It'll be the number 5'5" junior guard, Tara Sexton. And we've got the 6-foot post, number 14, Tacey Watkins, senior. Then the senior post, number 20, 5'9", Stacy Mitchell. Junior post, 6-foot junior post, number 23, Sammy Stint. And the other starter tonight is Jacqueline Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer, a 5'7" junior guard. And now the starters for the Bulldogs. It'll be the number 2 freshman, Caris Barger. The number 4, Abby Fry, a junior. The number 22, sophomore, Natalie Long. Freshman number 32, Addison Vanderwall. senior, number 35, Haley Toll. 31. Emmy Told? I don't know which one she is, but she's 31 is Emmy Told on our roster that I have. It'll be Tacey Watkins at midcourt. Lumberjacks in their road green uniforms. Bulldogs in white and blue. St. Mary's will be going right to left, with the Bulldogs going left to right on the radio dial. Jumping for the Bulldogs, number 32, Addison Vanderwall. The ball is up, controlled by the Lumberjacks to get things underway. Sexton has it for St. Mary's, left side of the floor, trapped at the side court, trying to find an outlet. She does get it up to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer to Mitchell, and they're going to say Linnemeyer took an extra step, and it's going to be a travel on the Lumberjacks. So the Bulldogs will bring it down with their first possession. They work the ball up top, now around to the right side of the floor, into the hands of Fry, now to the post, into Long. Long gets covered, and she's going to get called for the travel. So both teams with an early turnover to get things started here. St. Mary's has a press against them. They get it to Mitchell. Mitchell picks up the dribble, goes over the top to Sexton. Sexton slows things down across the timeline. Bulldogs in that stifling defense. They like to come out and put pressure on you wherever you are. I think it's a zone, but they really come out and get in your face, and Linnemeyer is going to get too close to the sideline over there, and she's going to step out of bounds, and it's a turnover St. Mary's. So St. Mary's with 2 turnovers, Bulldogs with 1. Barger controls up top for the Bulldogs. Now to Fry, down inside, and the Bulldogs turn it over. As they tried to feed it down inside, I believe it was to Chris Barger, and the ball comes off her hand, goes out of bounds. Kind of tried to turn and go baseline before she secured the pass. Sammy Sint into Sexton. Sexton down the left side of the floor, picks up the dribble. And again, trapped. Bulldogs pull the ball down from above, and that I'm surprised was not a foul as they yanked her down from behind. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. They'll set things back up. Yeah, she put the ball up above her. A couple of offensive rebounds for the Bulldogs. A couple of putbacks. They missed that next shot. Watkins with the rebound. The ball is tied up. Sexton's going to come out after that hard fall that she took. Going in is Jansen. 3-point shot from the corner. That might have been a long 2. Let's wait and see on that. Nope, it is a 3. And that was made by Abby Fry from the corner. St. Mary's with the turnover. Didn't see who got it. The Bulldogs with the steal on the inbound pass. 3-0 Bulldogs with the lead. Up top is Fry. Over to the wing on the left side. Now to Barger. Barger up to the elbow. Works her way across. Kicks the ball over to Fry on the right side. Fry dribbles to the top, loses the ball for a second, recovers it, swings it to the corner to Vanderwall, left side. Vanderwall reverses to the top and around to the right side of the floor. Hands it back off to Barger. Bulldogs being patient. A little bit of a weave just inside the 3-point line. Fry has it back out to the 31 of Cole. Cole picks up her dribble just above the elbow. Has Sammy Sint on her. Long shot on the way. Number 32, Addison Vanderwall with another 3 for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's again facing the press, gets it across. Mitchell picks her dribble up right side, cross-court pass to Jansen. Again, the Bulldogs in a zone, but it's a 3-2. They come out way to the top. A bad pass. Well, actually, maybe a good pass to Linnemeyer, not in the right spot. And again, St. Mary's with the turnover. 6-0 Lumberjacks trail. Bulldogs bring the ball down. Chris Barger controls it for Grangeville up to the top of the key. St. Mary's in a zone. I think they're in a zone. No, they're in a kind of in a man defense, I think. Looks like a little bit of a mix of man zone as Linnemeyer is following the 2 of Barger. Barger pulls up for the 3, and that's 3 3-pointers to get things started for the Bulldogs. And that makes it 9-0. St. Mary's gets down inside, going to get the pass in to Mitchell. Her shot won't fall. Rebound to Watkins, though. Watkins able to put it up for the Lumberjacks' first bucket. 9-2, Lumberjacks trail. Bulldogs coming down. St. Mary's needs a defensive stop here. Barger swings over to Vanderwall. Vanderwall on the corner. She brings it just inside three-point range. Jump shot up and good for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's going to take a timeout. It's a full 4:38 to go, first period. St. Mary's trails 11-2. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Heidi Kruger is a proud sponsor of the Lumberjacks on KOFE. For all your investment needs, call 208-755-5294 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. And we are back after the quick timeout taken by the Lumberjacks. It's 11-2. St. Mary's trails 4:38 to go, first period. Checking to see who all is in for St. Mary's. Same five. They didn't make any personnel changes. Bulldogs with the press. And it's a pretty effective press. The steal by the Bulldogs. They get it down to the number 20. She drives up, puts the shot up. That's green. It's no good. The rebound is going to go off of St. Mary's as Sammy Sint tries to save it back in. So the ball stays with the Bulldogs. They'll inbound baseline. It'll be Barger to trigger the inbound pass from underneath. Left side of the bucket, into the corner. Now to the top of the key to Long. Long back to the corner. And it's an open shot for three-point range. No good on the shot. And the rebound is going to be taken by the Bulldogs. It's going to be stripped out of bounds by Mitchell. But the ball will still stay with the Bulldogs. And they get this one in. Shot is up. It's no good. And a fight again for the loose ball. Everybody dives onto the ground to grab it. Jump ball called, and it looks like the screen ball, so I'll give Sammy Sint a rebound on that one. 11-2, Lumberjacks trail, 4:14 to go, first period from Grangeville. Again, the press from the Bulldogs. St. Mary's had trouble with that press last time they played, and that has been one of the Lumberjack girls' weaknesses, has been dealing with the pressure of a high-pressured off defense. That ball's going to get knocked out of bounds as they tried to work it into Watkins down in the paint. Wiped out of bounds by the 24 of Thacker. It'll stay with St. Mary's. Into Sammy Sint, or into Watkins. Her shot is partially blocked. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Driving the other way, shot up and off the rim. No good. Bulldogs with the rebound, though. The putback was by Maddie Thacker, number 24. 13-2, Jacks trail by 11. Then we get a turnover on the travel by Jansen. Lumberjacks turn the ball back over to the Bulldogs. 13-2, St. Mary's trail. 3:43 to go, first period. Bulldogs will inbound. Audrey Fry, the junior, inbounds it. Gets it to the 24 of Thacker. Now looking into the post. It was Thacker. Shot is up, no good. Ball is tipped around. Rebound pulled in by Sammy Sint. And even once the Lumberjacks pull in a rebound, the Bulldogs still put a lot of pressure in the backcourt. Going to get a bad pass by Linnemeyer. I don't know 100% what she was doing on that one. There was nobody in the area. She tried to throw it into the paint. I think she was hoping for somebody cutting down the lane. It didn't go. That shot on the opposite side is Abby Fry, the number 4 from the short corner. 15-2, and another turnover by the Lumberjacks. Didn't see who turned it over. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. 3:03 to go, first period. Checking in for the Lumberjacks. Coming out is Linnemeyer. Checking in is Avery Baird. Shot from inside the paint. No good for the Bulldogs. Offensive board, though, once again, they got a little height advantage. That ball was partially blocked, but it still goes in. Put up by Addison Vanderwall. Again, St. Mary's bringing it down,
trapped at midcourt. They get a foul call. That one's going to go against the 32 of Vanderwall. That'll be Addison Vanderwall's first foul, first team foul for the Bulldogs. First foul of that first quarter, or first half of action even. Baird controls it, gets over the top to Jansen. Jansen pulls up at the wing on the left side, back to Mitchell. Mitchell over to Sammy Sint. Her long two is a little bit short, about 18-footer. No good. Rebound going the other way. Avery Baird gets down there to contest that shot. It was missed. The rebound was to Mitchell. The Lumberjacks go the other way. I've watched Baird play on JV. A lot of potential in her at the varsity level, and we're going to get a jump ball call there. Baird is just I don't have her on that roster. Avery Baird is a sophomore. Scrappy basketball player. Bulldogs have it. Lounge into the low post to Thacker. Thacker is trapped. Tying the ball up is Sammy Stint and Pacey Watkins, and that possession should go to St. Mary's. Bulldogs still putting on their press in the backcourt. Everybody, they got 4 players in the backcourt, one up at about the timeline. That ball is going to be almost taken away. It's deflected out of bounds by Thacker. It'll stay with St. Mary's. Again, the press giving St. Mary's trouble. 17-2, Lumberjacks trail. Sammy trying to get it in. She finds Mitchell. Mitchell back to Watkins. Bulldogs kind of pull out of that press now. Baird gets it left side. She's going to get trapped in the corner. Gets the pass down. Jansen should have came to that. She didn't. I'm going to give that turnover to Jansen. And then the Lumberjack, Avery Baird, gets in there, hustles it up, to tie it back up. The possession will still go to the Bulldogs, but it will change that possession arrow. But yeah, Kayla kind of stayed in her spot on the side on the left wing over there and was waiting for the ball to come to her. Well, the defensive player charged up to it and took it away from her. Bulldogs, right side of the floor. Thacker with the ball, guarded by Watkins. Watkins almost gets a steal, and it ends up going into Sammy Stint's hand, so Sammy gets the steal. Coming back is Baird. Baird. That one gets deflected up and out of her hands. That'll be a turnover on Baird, but she just had a little bit taller players on her. And Barger will take it the other way and lay it up and good for the Bulldogs. 19-2, and a turnover again by St. Mary's. Didn't see who that one was by. So the Bulldog pressure defensively giving St. Mary's fits. There's a block by Mitchell. The rebound to Watkins. And St. Mary's takes it the other way. Taylor Jansen's going to come out. Michaela Spray checks in for the Lumberjacks. 19-2, Lumberjacks trail here in the first quarter. Not the start St. Mary's would like to have had against a tough Bulldog team. Mitchell trying to get it over to Sammy Stint, a little bit high on that pass, and it's another Lumberjack turnover. So the Bulldogs, both teams started with about 3 or 4 turnovers apiece. Grangeville's cleaned it up. St. Mary's struggling here a little bit in the first period. Bringing it to the near side, Barger. She's got Spray on her. Top of the key, dead. Straight away, 30. Vanderwall for the 3. Ball is loose. Bulldogs with the rebound. The putback is no good, but a foul going to be called. That'll be the first one against St. Mary's. That foul will go against Michaela Spray. That'll send the Bulldogs, number 24, to the free throw line. That's Maddie Thacker. She's 65% free throw shooter, according to the stats on Max Preps, and she's going to miss the first one. Thacker lines up that second shot on the way. That one is in and out as well. Rebound pulled down by Sammy Stint for the Lumberjacks. Under a minute to go, first period. Feeding it all the way ahead to Baird. Baird, left side, looks all the way into the low post, picks up her dribble. She's trapped. She's going to kind of get jostled around, knocked down, and call it a steal for the Bulldogs. They work it down in transition, and a little bounce pass to Vanderwall in the paint. She puts it up and good. That should be a foul against the Bulldogs, and they didn't call it initially, as I thought 32. Vanderwall came in very aggressively and made a lot of contact on Baird. The foul actually ends up going against number 3 for the Bulldogs, Anderson. Going to get the ball down into Watkins. That shot is going to be partially blocked. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Grangeville. St. Mary's a chance to inbound it. Sammy looking to get it in. She's going to go all the way up top. She's going to go into the backcourt, but that is okay. Now the whole Bulldog defense had went down the floor. It left Sammy Stint open for a three attempt. It is off the mark. Good look, and the rebound though to the Bulldogs. Grangeville the other way. Green drive, shot up. It is good, and she is fouled. That is Natalie Green, the sophomore, going to the free throw line after the hard floor. She went to the ground, or hard foul, went to the ground kind of hard. She'll get the bonus on the free throw, and she's a 38% free throw shooter. The foul, I think it was against Watkins. It is. Watkins comes out with 15 seconds. Bonus shot is up and good. Who checked in? That was Stormy Lockridge into the game for St. Mary's. 24-2, Lumberjacks trail. Baird gets it to Sammy. Sammy down into Lockridge. Lockridge shot off the glass and good. Stormy, the senior for the Lumberjacks. And the Lumberjacks trailing 24-4 at the end of the first period. We'll take a break and come back with the second quarter of play.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
When your car is not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Mary's, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's. And we are back. St. Mary's had a nice look. They got it inside to Sammy Stint. Her bucket was good, but they're going to have a turnover. She traveled before she put up the shot, as Stormy Lockridge has fed it into her in the paint. And we're going to get a charge called against the Bulldogs the other way. That is the number 22 of Natalie Long with the foul. Taking the charge is the 30 of Avery Baird. Again, the backcourt pressure from the Bulldogs. Lumberjacks over to Spray, right side. Spray goes down to Lockridge. Lockridge works her way down into the short corner. She's now trapped, trying to find an outlet. Skip pass underneath, trying to get it into Mitchell. The ball will be deflected out of bounds by the Bulldogs. St. Mary's will keep the possession. First quarter, St. Mary's had 14 turnovers. The Bulldogs 12 points off of those turnovers. Michaela Spray comes out of the game. Jacqueline Linnemeyer checks back in. Haven't seen Sexton go back in so far. She didn't have any fouls. She was just took a hard fall. Hopefully she is okay. Linnemeyer, right side. Going to go ahead and trigger the three off the glass and good by Jacqueline Linnemeyer. I think there was an assist there for one of the Lumberjacks. I didn't see who gave her the pass. 24-7, Lumberjacks trail. Bulldogs have it up top. It's Barger. Watkins is out. Okay, I did have her as out already. Going to get a shot from just inside the three-point line. It is no good. Pulling down the rebound is Mitchell. And St. Mary's turns it over, going back the other way. Didn't see who had the ball, but the Lumberjacks threw it away on that one. 24-7, Lumberjacks trail. Bulldogs with the ball, left side of the floor. Fry up to the elbow. Fry shot off the mark. Rebound to Baird. Baird trying to get some room. to get the ball cleared up the floor. Takes it down the left side, all the way down to the wing. Picks up her dribble. Bulldogs, that trapping defense. And Sammy Sand runs out of bounds. She couldn't get it to her. And it doesn't matter where they go. St. Mary's is double teamed everywhere. Mitchell gets a little bit of chin music into Long, and then I think a turnover by Sammy Stinsko. Bulldogs, number 4, Abby Fry, takes it the other way. It was she was down there, one of the double teamers on Mitchell. She was moving the ball, keeping it up high to keep possession. Accidentally caught her in the chin with the elbow. There's going to be a foul on the Bulldogs as Avery Baird trying to trigger the 3. Coming up from behind her, the number 2 of Chris Barger got all hands, and that'll send Avery Baird to the free throw line. Baird hasn't had a lot of varsity minutes, so I don't think she's been to the free throw line in a varsity game, so she's going to take that first free throw. It is off the mark. Baird will line up for the second free throw. A couple of practice dribbles. Shot is high, arcing, and it's up and good for the second free throw. Forgot that there was 3 free throws coming for her. Lockridge and Mitchell come out. Checking in is Danica Sloper and Casey Watkins. As Baird lines up for the third free throw. It's on the way. Nice high arcing shot off the side of the rim. It is no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. St. Mary's matched their points they had in the first quarter, though. 26-8. Bulldogs lead. Bulldogs a little bit of a weave up top into the hands of Thacker. Thacker up to the paint. Gonna put the shot up. It's no good. Rebound went to Watkins. And the Bulldogs, though, get the steal away from Watkins, and they put it up and good. Again, that Bulldogs play a stifling, aggressive defense. Part of their success is that defense. St. Mary's gets it across to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer to Sloper, almost taken away by the Bulldogs. Sloper able to keep it. Sloper headed towards the paint, tries to get the pass to Watkins, but she loses her footing and kind of makes that pass go errant. So it's just a turnover on St. Mary's. Not just a turnover, it's another turnover on the Lumberjacks. 28-8, Lumberjacks trail. Both teams with 4 points here in the second quarter. 5 minutes to go. Bulldogs have it, right wing, back to the top of the key, around the horn to the left side to Barger. Barger surveys, looking for maybe to get it to somebody inside. It's covered, gets it out to Fry. Fry brings it back to the top. Hand off to Thacker. Thacker, nice little step around the defense, and a nice move by Maddie Thacker to kiss that off the glass and good. 30-8, Lumberjacks trail. Sloper gets through some defense. She's going to drive it all the way down. Shot won't fall. She got a good look there. Just couldn't get the bucket to fall in. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs come the other way. Foul called. That's going to go against, I believe, Sammy Sint. I thought she got there in time to plant her feet, but they say no. Sammy's going to come out. 4:26 to go. Taylor Jansen goes in for Sammy. Going to the free throw line, it's Barger. She's 49% from the free throw line. She's a freshman. Pretty good basketball player. First free throw over the rim and good. And I guess the bucket, she actually made the shot as well. So 3-point play for the Bulldogs. 33-8, Lumberjacks trail. Baird into Watkins. Watkins to Sloper. Sloper out to Jansen. Jansen's 3 won't fall. Ball is tipped out. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs the other way. They get a nice fast break opportunity, and they feed it down into Madeline Green, who puts it up and good on the layup. 35-8. Avery Baird brings it down for St. Mary's. Gets it all the way across timeline. Picks up her dribble up at the 3-point side. Looking. Gets it over to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer, left wing. Almost has the ball taken away. Is able to regather. Goes to the post to Watkins, who got left alone, and Watkins is able to put it up and good with the assist from Linnemeyer. St. Mary's into the double digits. Going to get a steal by Linnemeyer the other way. St. Mary's now trying to get it across the timeline. Clean as far as fouls are concerned both ways. Bad pass there by Jansen, though, trying to work it inside. Bulldogs driving to the way. Baird going to pick up her first foul, it looks like. Driving was Abby Fry. The shot was no good, but she'll head to the free throw line to shoot two. She is a 58% free throw shooter. And that free throw off the back of the iron, no good. Second shot on the way, or coming. That shot up, that one is good. 36-10, Lumberjacks trail, 3:22 to go, first quarter, or first half. Baird brings it across for the Jacks, up to the top, swings over to Jansen. Jansen on the left side, now comes to the top. She tries to skip it in, and a bad pass there. She skipped it right into a Bulldog defender. Baird tries to get a steal coming the other way. Kicked out to the corner, three-pointer on the way. It's up and good by the number 2 of Barger. Going back the other way. Jansen. Pass a little bit too far behind. Bulldogs run it out the other way. It's a layup for Barger. Timeout taken by Coach Wickers. 2:46 to go, first half. Lumberjacks trailing 43-10. We'll be back.
Winter is in full force, and Timber Country and the Country Fair invite you in out of the cold to check out their winter sale deals. Need some new winter boots or gloves? How does 20% off sound? Maybe a new jacket. 40 or 50% off sounds great. Those deals and more at Timber Country and Country Fair on Main Street in St. Maries. There's more than clothes as well. Sports apparel, hunting gear, toys, sleds, and more at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Maries. Stop by today.
And we are back as the Lumberjacks took that timeout. St. Maries trails 41 to, that says 43. I'm going to leave it at 43 for the moment. So the Bulldogs scored 18 in the first period the last time they played St. Maries. This time they got 24 in the first, and they scored 15 in the second. This time they've got 19. St. Maries was held to 4 in the first time they met, 4 in the first this time. St. Maries held to 7 in the second last time, and they've got 6 in the second at the moment. So see what happened here. I got to get my lineup changed because we got Linnemeyer was already in. Going to get a straightaway shot from Linnemeyer from the free throw line. It won't go. It was a rebound to Watkins. Her putback wouldn't go. Bulldogs get the rebound. They bring it the other way. They have it on the left side to Thacker. She gets a screen up to the top of the key. Now over to the 4 of Fry. Abby Fry's three-pointer is off the mark. Ball is loose, goes out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Let's see who is in. Baird is not on the floor. Sammy Sint is back in for St. Mary's. Pass down to the short corner. Watkins gets stood up, gets the pass back out. Three-pointer on the way by Sammy Sint. No good. Rebound to... Oh, no. The three-pointer was up by Jansen. The rebound was to Sammy. Sammy's bucket won't go on the putback, but she is fouled. That's the second foul on the 22 of Long. And Sammy Sint will make the first free throw as she shoots 46% on the season from the free throw line. Minute 57 to go. Second free throw is up and good. The substitutions coming for the Lumberjacks. Looks like Mitchell getting ready to check back in. A minute 54 to go in the first half. 41-12 Bulldogs lead. Gonna have to fix my score. Well, just wait till they get another bucket. It'll then be 43. Unless they make three-pointer. Bulldogs working around the horn, down the wing, or down to the corner, right side to Thacker. Now they get it into the paint. St. Mary's collapses, back to the top, and they work it around. Over to Vanderwall. Vanderwall over to the corner to the 31 is Cold. Back to the top of the key now. Bulldogs still working it around the perimeter. Playing for that. I don't think they're stalling for the last shot. St. Mary's going to tie it up as Linnemeyer gets in there and ties that ball up. Looks like the possession will stay with the Bulldogs, though. Sloper's going to come out. Checking back in is Mitchell. Bulldogs will inbound from baseline. Minute 19 to go, first half. St. Mary's trails 41-12. Into the paint. Shot is up and good. I believe that was pulled with the bucket. Now it's 43. St. Mary's back the other way. Watkins had the ball up top. She's going to get called for the travel. Turnover St. Mary's. 43-12. St. Mary's trails. Under a minute. Bulldogs will work around the timeline here. Or around the perimeter. Bulldogs have to get a steal by Linnemeyer. Bulldogs have their shot clocks up. They're ready to get that started next year. Down to Jansen. Jansen, left side, quickly covered. Gets it back out to Sammy. Sammy into the post. Watkins all alone. It's up and good by Casey Watkins, the assist from Sammy Sinn. 43-14, St. Mary's trail. Bulldogs working the ball around. 20 seconds on the clock. Vanderwall to the corner now to Long. Back to the top, to Anderson. Now to the elbow. Bulldogs still working it. Thought about a three. Decided not to as St. Mary's closed out defensively. Now it's Vanderwall for three. That shot off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a team rebound for St. Mary's. 5 seconds on the clock. 43-14. St. Mary's trail. Bulldogs are going to put a lot of pressure on the backcourt. They don't want St. Mary's to get that final shot. And have Sammy Finn just try to rifle it. Not quite the arm on her to do so. And the first half comes to an end. St. Mary's trails 43-14. We'll take a break. Come back with some halftime statistics.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend Checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home, shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjack!
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Maries community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
And we are back. It is halftime. Lumberjack girls trail 43-14 to a tough Bulldog team here in Grangeville. And not exactly the start to the game that St. Mary's would have liked to have had, as they were outscored in the first quarter 24-4 to the Bulldogs. Second quarter, St. Mary's did a little bit better, but they were still outscored 19-10. And that's where we get to our 43-14 differential. The St. Mary's shot 33% from the field. The Bulldogs 52%, very strong shooting percentage for Grangeville. 25% from three-point range for St. Mary's. The Bulldogs 4 of 9 for 44%. Free throws, Lumberjacks are 3 of 5 for 60%. The Bulldogs 3 of 6 for 50%. St. Mary's has a 1 rebound advantage on the Bulldogs, 15-14. 3 assists for the Lumberjacks, 4 assists for Grangeville. St. Mary's with 3 steals. The Bulldogs stifling defense, 12 steals for Grangeville. 23 turnovers for St. Mary's in the first quarter. In the first half, they had 14 in the first period, so they ended up with 9 more in the second half, in the second quarter. And the Bulldogs with 22 total points off of those turnovers in the whole game. 10 points off of the turnovers in the second quarter with the 9 turnovers St. Mary's had. The Bulldogs, on the other hand, just 5 turnovers, fairly clean foul-wise. 4 personal fouls for St. Mary's, 5 personal fouls for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's with 3 points off the bench. The Bulldogs with 9 points off the bench. St. Mary's with 2 second chance points, 2 points off turnovers. And the Bulldogs had 4 second chance points and 22 points off turnovers. Individually for the Bulldogs, they've already got 2 players in double-digit scoring. Leading scoring is Chris Barger, the freshman. She has 13 points in the first half, 2 3-pointers, 1 free throw, and 3 2-pointers. 10 points for Abby Fry. She has a 3-pointer in there with a couple of 2-point shots. 9 points for Addison Vanderwall. She is right there on the cusp of double digits. She had a 3-pointer in the first half. 5 points for Madeline Green, 4 points for Maddie Thacker, both of those off the bench, and 2 points for Emmy Told. For the Lumberjack girls, Casey Watkins has 6 points in the first half, 5 rebounds, 3 points for Jacqueline Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer has an assist and 2 steals. 2 points for Sammy Stent. She has 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Stormy Lockridge with 2 points, 1 point for Avery Baird. Baird has a rebound on the night. And that's it for the scoring so far. Quick injury update as I talked to Chris Sexton, and Kara was being evaluated for a concussion. I think I just seen her head back over to the locker room. We'll see if she comes out or if she ends up not cleared to play the second half. We'll find out how that goes. And if that is the case, St. Mary's will be down 2 players in the second half. Really 3 players, as Lily Daniels is out as well still with the injury that she suffered early in the season. But then Berkeley McGrill out tonight as well. I found out that injury did happen on McGrill's wrist in the game against Orofino. She played almost the whole second half, or pretty much the whole second half, with that injury to her wrist. So Berkeley a tough cookie as she battled through that wrist injury in the game, and now they've just got her out resting. Hopefully she'll be, like I said, okay for at least districts, if not a little bit before. We'll take a quick break as both teams back out to warm up and come back with the second half.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Maries. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Maries at 105 North 8th Street, St. Maries.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Maries Don Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Maries Don Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
And we are back as the second half getting ready to get underway here. It looks like Sarah Sexton is done for the evening as she has gotten her warm-up on and sitting down here on the bench does not look too happy with it. Of course, if you're a competitor like Kara is, she's definitely fights hard out there in the contest, so she's definitely not going to be happy if she doesn't get to finish out the contest tonight, but we'll hope that she is okay as things go forward. Teams will switch directions to start the second half. And it's going to be Watkins, Mitchell, Fink, Linnemeyer, and Jansen on the floor to start the second period, or the second half. Lumberjacks now going left to right. Linnemeyer with the ball left side of the floor. Bulldogs in that trapping defense. Then it fed down inside to Sammy Stintz. Stintz going to spin around. The defense shot is off the glass. It won't fall for her, as it was contested by a bunch of Bulldogs down there. Rebound goes to Grangeville. And Bulldogs, St. Mary's then knocks the ball out of bounds. St. Mary's will go back on defense with the Bulldogs bringing it across. St. Mary's then looks to be in a zone. Bulldogs work it to the left side. Back into the free throw line. Now cross court to Barger. Barger, I think she might have wanted that three, but couldn't, kind of lost handle of the ball. Has to get it back to the top to Green. And this is going to be a tie-up by Watkins with Long, or Green, and the ball will stay with the Bulldogs. Bulldogs will trigger it in from baseline. It'll be Barger to trigger the inbound pass. Three-point shot on the way. It's in and out. Offensive rebound. Putback is no good. Offensive rebound again. Two putbacks, and neither one of them any good. Second putback where the rebound was to Jansen. And now we've got not a good day for injuries as Taylor Jansen and his teams are battling for the ball, and Jansen stays down on the floor for the Lumberjacks. We'll step away for a quick break while they check on Taylor.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night, or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jacksville Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, if you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jacksville Trucking.
Yeah, we are back. Taylor gets up, they get her off, and they take her out of the gymnasium. Might have hit her head. We're not going to really do too much speculating on it, but we hope that Taylor is okay. Lumberjacks kind of look like they're walking wounded right now. But I was wrong on Kara Sexton, as she's checked back into the game. Have to get that switched up here. I think St. Mary's turned the ball over on the opposite end. Now the Bulldogs have it. And St. Mary's was almost had the steal, and St. Mary's going to get called for a foul. Sammy Stent kind of wondering where the foul call was at, but had kind of a shocked look on her face. It'll be on the floor. The ball will stay with the Bulldogs. So good to see Kara back out there the way she had her warm-ups on. I just thought she was done for the evening. Three-point shot on the way, no good. Sammy Stent with the rebound. Gets up to Mitchell. Now to Sexton. Sexton back to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to get it into Linnemeyer, and St. Mary's almost turned it over, and then it got knocked back out to Mitchell. Mitchell, though, does end up turning it over as she tried to feed it to Watkins in the low post. Bulldogs step in front of the pass. Spin shot is up by the number 20 of Green, and it's up and good. First bucket, I believe, of the second half for either team, almost 2 minutes gone. 45-14, Jack Terrell. Sexton with the ball. Tries to force that pass down. St. Mary's able, luckily, to keep a hold of it. Now we get a foul call. That'll be against Abby Fry. And that foul is the first one for Fry. St. Mary's will inbound. Each team with a foul here in the second half. Stent has it. Down court pass. Down to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer tried to get it to Watkins. The Bulldogs jump up in front of it and take it away. Bulldogs the other way. Shot up, no good. Rebound going to be pulled down by Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer backs down to Sexton. Sexton brings it across for the Lumberjacks. Kara works on the left side, picks up her dribble once she got across the timeline. She's going to hand it off to Sammy. It's going to be deflected out of bounds by Barger for the Bulldogs, so the ball will stay with St. Mary's. Sammy Stent to inbound it. Far side of the floor. Going to go into Watkins. Watkins surveys, back up to Sammy. Sammy Stent down to the corner to Linnemeyer. Now trying to feed it again to the low post. The Bulldogs are anticipating it and just taking it right away on the steal. Coming the other way, the Bulldogs go up to the shot in the lane. No good, and a foul call. Sammy Stent picks up foul number 3. Sammy will probably be coming out here shortly with 5 minutes left here in the third. Free throw shooting for Abby Fry, 58%, misses the first one. Fry is 1 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. Second free throw, that one is good. 46-14, Lumberjacks trail. Bulldogs with 3 points in the second half. Lumberjacks have yet to find Tater. Sexton, left side, gets out to Sammy Stent. Long three, off the mark. That one misses. Everything goes out of bounds. Bulldogs, a couple of substitutions. It is Anderson and Long checking in. Bulldogs bring the ball down. Barger swings it to the left side, down to the corner. Now looking into the post. Long shot won't fall in. That's Green. A foul against the Lumberjacks. That'll be the first for Mitchell. That'll put Green to the free throw line. She's a 38% free throw shooter. Green is 1 for 1. Misses the first. Waiting for the second free throw. St. Mary's with 3 fouls in the second half so far. Bulldogs with 1. Second free throw in and out. Offensive board, though, for the Bulldogs. They feed it into the lane to Madeline Green. Green puts it up and good for the Bulldogs. I think that was who made that one. St. Mary's working on the left side. Sexton dribbles the ball off her foot, gets kind of bailed out from the turnover happening as kicking it out of bounds. Again, called for the kickball on defense, I think was Vanderwall. Gonna have it to Sexton. Sexton gets trapped in the corner, left side. Skip pass up to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer shot off the mark from the free throw line. Getting the rebound is Watkins. Watkins tries to get it underneath to Mitchell, and the ball is going to be tied up. The possession will go to St. Mary, or to the Bulldogs. (48-14) Jacks trail. And going to get a quick little stoppage of play there is Stacy Mitchell trying to get her shoe tied. Had a flat tire for a moment. It'll be Barger inbounding into the corner. Right side, three-point shot by Barger. Off the mark, rebound to Mitchell. St. Mary's gets it up to Sexton. Sexton will bring it across. A little bit of backcourt pressure from Barger. St. Mary's brings it. Bulldogs, if they're not running their press, they really do try to trap you when you get across. This time they didn't quite aggressively try to trap you. Sammy Sint tries to feed into the post, and it's going to be a turnover and steal by the Bulldogs. Trying to get it into that low post, but they covering up. Watkins and Mitchell pretty good inside. Bulldogs lose it for a second. Coming up with it, though, is Anderson, and she's going to put the bucket up and good for the Bulldogs. 7-0 run for the Bulldogs to start the third quarter with only 3:30 left to go. Sexton all the way down. Going to get a foul underneath. It's against the Bulldogs. Away from the ball. It was a foul called on Barger, number 2. And that is her second foul. Coming in for the Lumberjacks is Lockridge. Coming out, I think it was Watkins, and then we get a timeout taken. I think it's by St. Mary's. It is. We'll take it as well. 3:31 to go in the third. We'll be back.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professional?
Jack's Pharmacy is your good neighbor pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
High school sports.
And we are back, and Lumberjacks, I think it was a full timeout. We've got St. Mary's trailing 50-14. The Bulldogs on a 7-0 run to start the third quarter. Took a little while for either team to get going, but the Bulldogs starting to find their feet again. And St. Mary's, again, the biggest thing with Grangeville is they just play stifling defense. And that's St. Mary's struggles with the teams that play those really aggressive defenses. And the Bulldogs are probably the toughest defense that they face all year long. And it's definitely proven once again here tonight as St. Mary's with 27 turnovers. We had 22. They've only got 5 here in the second half, but still too many turnovers for the Lumberjacks. Sexton to Linnemeyer, Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer kicks it into Mitchell. Mitchell back out to Linnemeyer. Her shot from three-point range, no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Coming the other way, a shot up by the Bulldogs. It is no good, but a foul call. That foul goes against Linnemeyer. And all of the whistles in the second half so far going against St. Mary's for the most part. 4 fouls for St. Mary's, 2 for the Bulldogs. That'll put the number 3 of Anderson to the free throw line. 67% from the cherry stripe. She misses the first. I think it's her first time to the free throw line tonight. And coming out is Linnemeyer. Checking in is Michaela Sprague. Second free throw on the way. That one is good. 3:13 to go, third quarter. 51-14, Lumberjacks trail. Sexton, left side. Little skip past the top to Mitchell. Back over to Sexton. Now to the corner, trying to get it into Spray. And Spray not quite able to get a hold of it. Pass maybe a little bit wide over turnover St. Mary's. Bulldogs bringing it the other way. Abby Fry in for the Bulldogs. She controls it. Gets to Anderson. Back to Fry. Or no, that's Thacker. Thacker spins her way in. And a little extra dribble there. Turnover on the Bulldogs. So St. Mary's will bring it back after the rare turnover. I think it's only the first turnover, maybe the second half for Grangeville. Sexton gets a screen from Stint, picks up her dribble, now gets it to Sammy. Sammy straight away, works her way to right side, skips under the Spray. Spray trapped in the corner, takes the dribble, just steps on the out of bounds line. I thought it was very close, and apparently she was just got the toe on that line. Coming back the other way, it's the Bulldogs. Abby Fry controls it. Picks up her dribble. We'll get a whistle. What do they call there? I guess a travel on the Bulldogs. Didn't quite give the signal. But St. Mary's will inbound here on the near side. Sammy Stint to inbound. Checking in for St. Mary's is going to be Sloper. Coming out is Mitchell. Sexton controls for St. Mary's. Fry up at the timeline. Now she comes down with her. Gets a screen. Sexton picks up her dribble. Left wing. Trying to find somewhere to go. A little bit of a late whistle there, but a foul, I think, against Maddie Thacker. And it is. The number 24. She has one foul. Spray has the ball up top. Over to Sexton now. Sexton, right side, looking into Sammy. Sammy gets her shot blocked, gets the rebound, nope, they're going to call a foul on the second one. That foul goes against, was it? Anderson. That's her second. Sammy Stint's first free throw rattles in and out. Couple of changes for the Bulldogs. Kinsley Adams comes in. Also, Emmy Toll checks back in. Lumberjacks looking for their first points of the second half. And they'll well get it from that free throw. 51-15 Jacks trail. Bulldogs all the way down the other side. Late whistle, but I thought it was a foul as the Bulldogs got behind St. Mary's on that right side defense, and Danica Sloper tried to recover and comes in a little bit too hot and fouls the 24 of Maddie Thacker. Now sends Thacker to the free throw line. Missed the. I don't know why she didn't shoot two free throws there. She didn't make the bucket because it's still 51-50. Lumberjacks made a substitution. 3-point shot on the way. Rebound is going to be tipped around. Sammy came out. Avery Baird checked in. Still confused on that last free throw. It wasn't a 1-and-1. They only shot one free throw. Oh, no, they did get, okay. So now they put the points up there. So the bucket did count. And now we get timeout taken by the Bulldogs. That was where I got confused. They had never put the score on, the 2 points on for Grangeville. Bulldogs take their first time out of the game. And they lead 53-15. It's probably a quick 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here. As we're still in the third quarter. Once this gets into the fourth quarter, it'll be a running clock as St. Mary's trails by 30 or more. Bulldogs 10, St. Mary's 1 in the third. And Taylor Jansen back out to the floor. She has got a big bag of ice up on her shoulder. So that's the issue there. Going to get a missed 3-point shot from the Bulldogs. Rebound to Lockridge. Sexton brings it down the left side, picks up her dribble, gets trapped, looks for an outlet. At the feet of Sloper, she's able to get it after it comes off her toe. Sloper just inside 3-point range, and she's going to sink that one. 53-17, St. Mary's trails. Bulldogs, wide open three. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound to Sexton. Sexton brings it down left side, looks over the top, a little bit long, trying to get it to Sloper. Just a little too much under that one. Mia Asbury sets check in for St. Mary. Bulldogs with the ball up top. Sexton all over Fry. Fry drives. Shot is wild. Good defense by Sexton, but an offensive board for the Bulldogs. They reset. Abby Fry has the ball. I think it was Lockridge that gets the steal. As she slaps it away, Spray comes up with it. St. Mary's brings it down the other way. Sexton has the ball up top. Goes to Spray. Spray. Right side. Ball stripped out of her hands. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Mary's. 12 seconds on the clock. They apparently decided to wait until maybe the next quarter to put Asbury in as she went back and sat down. Into Baird, right side. Baird, top of the key. She's dribbling. Looks on Sexton. Sexton driving down the left side and dribbles that off of her foot. And got just a little bit out of control there. Ball goes out of bounds. Bulldogs inbound. Gonna heave it at the buzzer. And no good. And that's the end of the third. 8-0 Lumberjack, or not 8-0, 53-17 St. Mary's Trails going into the fourth. We'll take a quick break and be back.
Don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Now we are back. Start of the fourth quarter. St. Mary's trails 53-17 to the Bulldogs. See who's coming out. I think I know who's coming on the floor for the Lumberjacks here. And I had one wrong one, I think. Sloper is out. Mitchell is in. So Lumberjacks start with possession. Linnemeyer brings it across. He has it, works left side, goes over the top over to Baird. Baird on the right side. Baird looking for an opening, can't get one. Goes back to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer trapped. Left wing, ball going to be tied up, and the jump ball will go over to the Bulldogs. Again, that Bulldogs defense, they like to run that trap, and it's very effective. Bulldogs, they inbounded. It was Vanderwall. They inbounded it into Barger. Barger was still communicating with one of her teammates. The ball almost hit her in the face. Bulldogs have it. Right side. Baseline. Picks up. Gets trapped down there. St. Mary's going to tie the ball up. Barger goes to the floor. Possession goes over to St. Mary's. Running clock now in the fourth quarter. St. Mary's trailed by more than 30, 53-17. Gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell to Watkins. Watkins tries to go up twice. First one is partially blocked. Got her own rebound. The putback was no good. The rebound into the Bulldogs. Coming the other way. Bulldogs have the ball. Straight away. Back to the left wing. Barger hands it off to Green. Green cross court to 12 of York. McKinney York for three. That is long. Rebound to the Bulldogs. They keep the possession. Bulldogs have the ball up top. Now to the low post to the back, or to Vanderwall. And Vanderwall goes to the ground. We're going to get a foul call. That's going to go against the Lumberjacks. That'll go against Linnemeyer. Her second. 16 foul for St. Mary's in the second half. Bulldogs into the wing, now to the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Barger. It's long. Rebound to Sammy Sint. Sammy gets it up to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Sint. Sint brings it across the timeline. Again, good defense by the Bulldogs. They play a really tough defense. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell to the corner. Sammy Sint, long two. Shot is off the mark. Avery Baird ties it up. The possession, no, a foul going to be called, actually. The foul goes against, I think it was Vanderwall, the 32. 15th foul for the Bulldogs. So Baird gets the rebound. St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. Into the corner. Linnemeyer triggers three from the corner. That shot is long. Rebound tracked down by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs take it the other way. Going to get a big body check by Linnemeyer on the blocking foul. Send the Bulldogs to the free throw line. 17th foul. Third foul on St. Mary's, or third foul on Linnemeyer. And that puts 32 Vanderwall to the free throw line. First trip there tonight. 48% free throw shooter. Makes that first free throw. 54-17. Lumberjacks trail. Second free throw is off the mark. I don't think anybody's made two free throws in a row tonight. And that's going to be tied up, and the possession will go to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have another Told checking in. I believe it's Haley Told. Nope, Bulldogs have not made two free throws in a row. So the Bulldogs have the ball. Barger up to the top, swings it around. Over to Vanderwall. Vanderwall directing traffic. Back to Barger. Barger takes it to the top. Now swings it to the right side to Told. Told back to the top to Anderson. Over to the left side. Three-pointer by Barger. Back iron. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Sammy Sint. And did St. Mary's step out of bounds? They did. I believe we get a turnover on Linnemeyer. 3:43 to go, fourth quarter. Bulldogs have scored once, 1 point. St. Mary's nothing here in the fourth. Bulldogs have the ball. Working it around the horn. Back to the top of the key now to Fry. Fry back to Anderson. Now to the left, or back to the right side, looking to the low post. Vanderwall gets double teamed. Back out, Fry. Fry's three won't go. Ball's going to be tipped around on the ground. Jump ball called. Possession will go to St. Mary's, it looks like. Substitutions coming for the Lumberjacks. I'm going to clear the floor because we've got a whole bunch of subs coming in for St. Mary's. Sloper, Asbury, Sexton, and Spray. St. Mary's with the ball. Sexton, right side. Reverses, drives down along the blocks, kicks it to Sloper. Sloper's shot is wide. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs quickly down the floor. Long pass right down to the ref, and he's going to grab it. Turnover Bulldogs. Ref was in the right spot at the right time to just grab that one as it flies out of bounds. St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. Vanderwall sits down for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs going to shuffle in some of their younger players. Hard to say the younger players because they're a fairly young roster themselves. They're going to be a tough team again next year, only graduating one or two seniors. Sloper drives the lane. Shot off the glass and good by Danica Sloper. Under two to play. Don't forget, varsity boys game coming up after this. That's going to be tipped out by Sloper. Turnover on the Bulldogs. St. Mary's will bring it the other way. Sexton has it. Works it left side of the floor. Hands off to Sloper up top. Sloper backs it out. He's going to hand off to Asbury. Asbury trying to feed it down. It's going to be taken away by the Bulldogs. Trying to get to the corner. Running it out with the lay-in is Abby Fry for Grangeville. Minute 16 to go. 56-19. Sexton with the ball up top near the timeline. He's trying to get it to Bray. Ball still loose. Fielded by the Bulldogs. The other way, it's going to be Haley Told laying it up and good. And a timeout taken by Grangeville for some reason. 55 seconds on the clock. Not exactly sure why they took a timeout, unless they just want to get some more young players subbed in real quick. 58-19, Lumberjack girls trail. They'd like to at least get to the same score they had the last time they played them. The St. Maries needs 2 buckets to do so. Lumberjack's going to go down to 8-9 on the season after this game. 2-4 in league play, I believe, is where they will find themselves after this contest. Double check that. 2-4, 8-9. Again, nothing to really hang your head too much on. This is a really tough Grangeville team. St. Mary's on the building something here. I think, if I remember right, we haven't played JV. We've got a foul here against the Bulldogs. It's only the 6th foul. 39 seconds. Asbury will inbound into Sexton. Sexton's going to drive it down the lane, and they're going to call a foul before she lost the ball. So a foul against the 24 of Thacker. That sends Sexton to the free throw line for St. Mary's. Time running out. 21 seconds. Even during free throws, they keep that clock running. Likely the last possession of the game. Free throw is good by Sexton. Now they stop the clock for the second free throw. Second free throw is up and good by Sexton. 58-21, Lumberjacks trail. Sexton playing some stiff defense. Bulldogs have it. Adams up to the opposite side, looking into the post, into the number 31, and they can't do nothing with it. That's how the contest will end. 58-21, not far off from the same score when they played last time, as it was a 50-22 game. That time, we're going to take a quick break, total up the final numbers, and then we will get into our pregame for the boys' game after our quick post game.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture at St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawa, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And we are back. We'll recap this game real quick as the Lumberjacks fall 56-21 to the Bulldogs. St. Mary's with 33 turnovers in that game. The Bulldogs 28 points off turnovers. That defense for Grangeville just overwhelming. For the Bulldogs individually, 2 players with 13 points, Chris Barger and Abby Fry. 10 points for Addison Vanderwall, 9 points for Madeline Green, 6 points for Maddie Thacker, 4 points for Emmy Told, 2 points for Audrey Anderson, 17 points off the bench for the Bulldogs. For St. Mary's, nobody hits the double-digit mark. Casey Watkins finishes with 6, Sloper with 4, Sammy Sint, Jack Lindemeyer with 3 apiece, Lockridge and Sexton with 2, Avery Baird with 1. Watkins with 7 rebounds, Sammy Sint with 8 rebounds for St. Mary's. That's going to do the first game of the doubleheader. We will take a quick break and get ready for the varsity boys game. We'll be back with our countdown to tip-off.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With 6 professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Maries.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Maries Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Maries is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Maries, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack!
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
It's time to winterize your home, and there's no better place to start than in everyone's hardware and lumber store, 10th Street Lumber. They have insulation, house wraps, stoves, and heaters. See their huge selection of power tools, paints, and painting supplies. And, of course, they have a full line of lumber supplies. Stop by 10th Street Lumber and see what they can do for you. And remember, 10th Street Lumber will deliver anywhere on 10th Street and Railroad Avenue, 10th Street Lumber.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Triple X Feeds in St. Maries is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Maries, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturday. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor. Welcome to another Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union broadcast of Lumberjack basketball. Join us as we bring you the action live from the court with Tim Parrish. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjack! Now we are back here at Bulldog Gymnasium as your Lumberjack boys get set now to take on the Bulldogs of Grangeville. And, I'm trying to get a few things squared away here before we get rolling with the pregame. This is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off for the Lumberjack Bulldogs contest here from Bulldog Gymnasium. Let's see here. Switching a few things around. First off, of course, we'll start with the 2A Central Idaho League in basketball for boys. And right now, Kellogg sits atop of that with a 7-0 league record, a 13-4 overall record. They lost to Bonners Ferry 63-53 last week. They played Priest River last night, beat them 44-26, and they're going to be hosting Bonners Ferry on the 10th. They have 14 days between games to the Bulldogs. They are currently second in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings and 11th in the Max Preps Power Rankings. The Lumberjacks sit at the number 2 spot, 3-1 in league play, 7-3 overall. 75-51 was their last game. It was a win against Genesis Prep, and they will be hosting Genesis Prep on Monday. Lumberjacks are 7th in Idaho Sports Power Rankings, 8th in Max Prep. Orofino with a 2-3 record in league play, 7-4 overall. They beat Grangeville 52-51 in their last game. They are playing Lakeside today. They will be at Lapway on the 2nd. They are 11th in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, 12th in Max Preps. Priest River 0-2 league play, 7-7 overall. They lost 60-37 to Riverside in their last game. And then they lost to Kellogg last night, 44-26. They will be playing St. Maries, hosting the Lumberjacks on the 7th. They are 15th in the Idaho Sports Rankings, 22nd in the Max Preps. Grangeville 0-5 in league, 2-12 overall. They lost 52-51 at Orofino, and they will be at Timberline on the 2nd. They are 22nd in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, 21st in the Max Preps. Looking at the Idaho Sports Rankings, you've got Melba at number 1 with an undefeated record of 15-0. Kellogg at number 2 with a 12-4 record. West Jefferson at number 3 with a 12-5 record. Bear Lake 14-2 at number 4. Coal Valley 12-4 at number 5. St. Mary's didn't play a lot of games in the early part of the season, but they're going to finish that off pretty wild here in the last couple of weeks or I think it's like 20 days. St. Mary's has 10 games. So every other day they're basically playing. In the Max Preps rankings, top 5, Melba, Bear Lake, Coal Valley, Ryrie, and New Plymouth. Going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with more of the Potlatch number 1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Heidi Kruger is a proud sponsor of the Lumberjacks on KOFE. For all your investment needs, call 208-755-5294 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Now we are back. The Potlatch number 1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off as the Lumberjack boys now getting set to take on the Bulldogs of Grangeville. Lumberjack boys have got a pretty busy schedule here. Like I just mentioned, they've got like 10 games in the next 20 days. It's really busy this next 8 days, though. They got 5 games in 8 days coming up. They are on a 3-game win streak at the moment, and they'll like to keep that going here tonight. St. Mary's is averaging 62 points per game on the season. They're only allowing 53 points per game. St. Mary's field goal percentage is 43%. Three-point percentage is 30%. Free throw percentage, 59%. Lumberjacks averaging 35 rebounds and 13 assists per game. They're also averaging around, 8 steals per game and 13 turnovers per game. Their opponents are averaging 53 points per game, 40% field goal shooting, 28% three-point shooting, 57% from the free throw line, 28 rebounds, and 7 assists. Want to give a shout-out mid-season here to Coach Chase and his Lumberjacks. Coach Chase right now has a 158-40 record, and 80% is the winning percentage over the last 9 years for head coach Brian Chase. St. Mary's on the road 4-0, or at home 4-0, undefeated in Lumberjack Gymnasium. St. Mary's on the road 3-3, and they want to make that 4-3 here tonight. Leading scorer for the Lumberjacks is Grayson Sands. He is still out with a knee injury, 15 points per game for him. In that last game against Genesis Prep, a couple Lumberjacks stood up and made their marks felt. But from him, it goes down to Tyler Renner averaging 10 points per game, Dylan Holder averaging 9,
Trace Wicks averaging, Tristan Hill averaging 9. Trace Wicks averaging 8, 6 points per game for Jared Badgett, 6 points per game for Wyatt Holmes. Can't really give you Jack Barty. He's only played in a couple of games, but he was averaging about 5 points per game. But that's about it for the Lumberjacks, and that's actually really solid numbers because everybody can score for St. Mary's that is out there, even with the injury to Grayson Sands, who is, once again, we're hoping to have him back in now it's been 1 week. So hopefully 3 weeks from now, maybe 2 weeks from now, we'll have him back, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back and talk a little bit about the Bulldogs.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Mary's, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's. And we are back. Tim Parrish here at Bulldog Gymnasium. Lumberjack boys warming up, ready for their Central Idaho League matchup with the Bulldogs of Grangeville. Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off. The Bulldogs, of course, 2A Central Idaho League. They're coached by Cooper Wright. They are on a 4-game losing streak, so they'd like to turn that around here at home. Their last game was a 52-51 loss to Orofino. They are a young squad. They have no seniors on their roster, 9 juniors and 1 sophomore. So they're going to be a tough team next year as well. They should be a pretty tough squad next year as they're going to be senior heavy next season, and maybe a couple of those JV guys move up as well, but they don't really need it just yet. Last time we played, though, they just couldn't get things going. They shot only 20% in St. Mary's from the field, 7% from three-point range, and 20% from the free throw line. The Bulldogs had 20 turnovers in that game. Carter Munt had 5 points, and Jaden Lagarata had 5 points for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs averaged 36 points per game while allowing 55 points per game. In the last matchup, St. Mary's shot 40%, 37% from the floor, or from three-point range, 72% from the free throw line. Lumberjacks had 29 points off turnovers from the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs are going to want to clean that up here tonight, not have 24 turnovers against St. Mary's. We'll see if St. Mary's defense can do the same thing as they did last time. St. Mary's had 20 steals against the Bulldogs. So now it looks like we're just about ready to get things rolling. We'll get starting lineups for you here in just a moment. Of course, they'll start with the Lumberjack starters. And for the Lumberjacks, I've already got our starters down. Well, Kurt Dillon is there. Tristan Hill is there. Okay. So the starting lineup for the Lumberjacks, it'll be senior guard, standing at 5'9". It'll be number 2, Jared Badgett. The next starter for the Lumberjacks, also a senior, 6'1" senior guard, number 5, Dylan Holder. And another senior for the Lumberjacks, 6'6" senior post, Tyler Renner. He's number 22. Then you've got senior guard, 5'9", number 23, Trace Wicks. And senior post for the Lumberjacks, number 55, Tristan Hill. Okay, well, Tristan Hill is running a different jersey number tonight for some reason. Lumberjacks are also without Seth Swallows tonight, as he is in Las Vegas for some golf tournament action, apparently. He's a big golfer, so good luck to Seth Swallows in Vegas. The first starter for the Bulldogs is the number 1, junior Jaden Lagarada. The number 5 of junior Carter Munt. The number 10, junior Cody Clement. The number 11, junior Sam Lindsley. The number 14, sophomore David Goa Koa. And we are ready here at midcourt for the Lumberjacks. It is Tyler Renner. For the Bulldogs, Carter Munt. St. Mary's going right to left in their green road jerseys. Bulldogs in the white and blue. Waiting for the jump. Waiting for that opening tip. The ref takes a couple of dribbles. He steps into the midcourt circle. The ball is going to be up, and they're going to re-jump for some reason. Usually they re-jump if the jumpers, the ones that are jumping in the circle, cannot catch the ball. Maybe that was, I think maybe Grangeville touched it. The ball is tipped out to St. Mary's. Trace Wicks controls it. Badgett now. Badgett over to Holder. Back to Badgett. Now to Wicks, who almost didn't get that pass. Cross court. Dylan Holder for 3. That shot is long. Rebound to Badgett. His shot won't go. Rebound to Holder, and the ball knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. So St. Mary's a couple of second chance opportunities already. Then to the post, and a nice go up by Tristan Hill. Puts it up and good. And the foul to start things off with. That'll put Tristan to the free throw line, where he is 52% on the season. Again, I don't know why he's wearing number 21 tonight, but he is. Bonus shot up, and it's going to roll in. Last practice I went to, he was there for probably a half an hour after practice working on his free throw shooting. 3-0 Lumberjacks in the early lead, and the Bulldogs throw it away on their first possession. Bulldogs in a 2-3 zone, it looks like. Badgett over to Wicks. Wicks working on the right side near the timeline, back or the sideline, next to Holder. Now back to Wicks. Wicks, a deep 3 off the glass. Bulldogs will pull down the rebound on the miss. That was about a 24-footer for Trace Wicks, who can knock them down. Not afraid to shoot them from outside if the Bulldogs are going to give them the look. Bulldogs working it back around. Lindsley has it. Back to the top now to Clement. Now back to Lindsley. And back into the hands of Clement. Working out between the circles, down to the corner. Right side, looking underneath. Bad pass to the Bulldogs as it was Munt trying to find Legarata on the opposite side of the paint. And it's going to be deflected off of Lagarata, not knowing it's coming. Turnover by the Bulldogs. He wasn't necessarily expecting that pass to come in. Bulldogs now, a little bit of backcourt pressure. 2-2-1 press, it looks like. Over to Holder. Holder to Renner. Renner goes up strong. Counts the bucket and the foul. Or no, count the bucket. No foul. Good little head fake by Renner trying to get the Bulldogs up off their feet. St. Mary's up 5-0. Underneath, it's the Bulldogs, and it's number 5, Carter Munt, will finally catch the bucket in for Grangeville. I think there was an assist there. I'll count it. There was no big moves made. It was just a head fake. Badgett has it. Pulls the straightaway 3. It's, just a little bit short. Rebound, though, goes to Renner. Going to get a steal, though. Bad pass by Holder. Bulldogs take it down, and Badgett is going to foul going down the floor. That'll send, I believe, the Bulldogs to charity strike. Cody Clement to the free throw line for Grangeville. 5-2, Lumberjacks with the lead, 6-12 in the first quarter. Clement lines up the first free throw. That one off the front of the iron, no good. Remember, Bulldogs shot just 20% from the free throw line when they played in St. Mary's. Second free throw on the way. That one in and out. Rebound goes to Tristan Hill. He gets it to Holder. Holder will bring it across for the Lumberjacks. Swings over to Wicks. Back over the top to Holder. Now around to the opposite side to Badgett. Looking inside to Hill. Hill going to go up strong. Misses the first attempt. Counts a bucket in the foul on the putback. The work that Tristan has been doing underneath for post play in the last couple of weeks is really paying off. I haven't seen him going up this strong and powerful all season long, and it's just they want him to do what he's doing, and he's doing a good job of it. Free throw, though, is no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. 7-2, Lumberjacks lead. Bulldogs the other way. That foul, I believe, it looked like it went against Carter Munt. Goco with the ball, gets to the Legarata. Wicks almost with a steal. Now they feed it down inside. Going to get a little hack there by Dylan Holder. Trying to swipe that ball out, and it'll be the second foul on the Lumberjacks. First foul on Holder. Going to get a quick substitution. Wyatt Holmes checks in. Tyler Renner comes out for a breather. Lumberjacks have a triple threat and tall guys that can work inside. The scary thing for Wyatt is he can shoot from outside. Bulldogs get an assist there from the official as that ball should have went out of bounds, but the official was in the right spot, deflected to keep it in play. The official is part of the court. If he would have been standing out of bounds, it probably would have been called out of bounds. Into the corner. Now short corner. Bulldogs left side. Shot on the way. It's going to be no good. Rebound goes to Tristan. Wyatt Holmes triggers the three. It won't fall. Rebound to Wicks. Coach Chase calling out the offense. Badgett, left side. Little skip pass into Wyatt. Holmes trying to make a move, and the ball's going to be tied up as Carter Munt wraps it up. And the Bulldogs will get the possession on the alternating possession. 7-2. Lumberjacks still lead. And the Bulldogs inbound. Only one in the backcourt for the Lumberjacks is Holmes. As he's just trying to maybe create a turnover. Bulldogs get it down left side. St. Mary's get a little bit of a trap going. Instead, the Bulldogs get to the right side. And Jared Badgett draws the charge. Tristan Hill is going to come out. Tyler Renner back in. That foul goes against the 10 of Cody Clement. St. Mary's trying to get across the pressure. They do break it. Renner going to pull up for three from the corner, or from just about the elbow. That shot is no good. Renner can make three-pointers. Rebound to the Bulldogs. A steal by Badgett. Badgett goes to lay it up. It's no good. Blocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Didn't see quite what happened, but St. Mary's looking for a foul call. They didn't get it. Wyatt Holmes comes off after getting clocked in the nose, it looks like.
Wyatt, you need water?
Checking in for him is Sloper. Lumberjacks inbound from baseline. Wicks looking for somebody to get it into. Trying to get it into Renner. The ball is loose, still loose. We'll get a jump ball called. And the possession will stay with St. Mary's. So the Lumberjacks luck out on that one as Wicks tried to feed it through a couple of tall players for the Bulldogs, and they almost got the steal. St. Mary's able to dive on it, keep the ball tied up. So St. Mary's gets a second chance at this inbound pass. And might have been Holder on that inbound. Holder inbounds this time at least. Gets it to Wicks, left side. Coach Chase calling out the offense. Going to get it to Badgett, left right side. Badgett going to get a timeout taken by Coach Chase. 3:57 to go in the first. Lumberjacks lead at 7-2. We'll be back.
Winter is in full force, and Timber Country and the Country Fair invite you in out of the cold to check out their winter sale deals. Need some new winter boots or gloves? How does 20% off sound? Maybe a new jacket. 40 or 50% off sounds great. Those deals and more at Timber Country and Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. There's more than clothes as well. Sports apparel, hunting gear, toys, sleds, and more at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Mary's. Stop by today.
And we're back. Quick timeout taken by the Lumberjacks. Looks like we've got the same five on the floor for St. Mary's. Badgett, Sloper, Wicks, Renner, and Holder. St. Mary's inbound side court. Into the corner to Wicks. Right side, Wicks. Working around right side, picks up his dribble, goes up to Badgett. Badgett skip past the Holder, left side. Holder picks up his dribble, now to the middle. Back over to the short corner to Wicks. Wicks is going to have the ball almost stripped out of his hands. He lost the dribble for a second, and swiping the ball was Goakoa. The ball will stay with St. Mary's. Into the corner, Holder, little head fake, kicks the ball to the top to Badgett. Badgett up the free throw line, shot blocked, but a foul called. Bulldog crowd doesn't like that call, but the foul was called, and it goes against, I believe, the 14 of Goakoa. Puts Badgett to the free throw line. Jared, a 61% free throw shooter. First foul against Goakoa. And that first free throw is going to kiss the front of the rim, bounce off the backboard, and fall through for the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks up 8-2 over the Bulldogs. 3:36 to go first period. Second shot on the way. That one is nothing but net for Badgett. 9-2, Lumberjacks will lead. Backcourt pressure from St. Mary's. A little bit of fresh action. High pass down to the left side to Munt. Goakoa to the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Lagarada. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs, though. They'll reset their offense. Lindsley has the ball, almost loses it for a second. Gets it out to Clement. Clement works up top. He's got Wicks on him. Lumberjacks are working on a little bit of a different defense the last time I was at their practice as well, and I think they're going to use it a little bit here today, too. Something they want to try to use to change it up and confuse some players or some teams. Bulldogs have it. Lagarada back across court to the left side. Bulldogs not getting any good looks into the paint. This time they do get a good look, and a foul called on Badgett as Carter Munt got around him. Munt goes up strong. Badgett fouls him from behind. That'll send Carter Munt to the free throw line. He's not been there this afternoon. First free throw is going to fall through. Lumberjacks with some substitutions here as Badgett's going to come out. St. Mary's going back big as Tristan Hill checks in. They haven't put that bucket on the scoreboard yet, but it should be 3-9, and there it is. That second one is missed. Rebound goes to Tristan Hill. St. Mary's back the other way, 9-3. Lumberjacks lead. Holder works to the left. Now, kind of settles down in the left. Cross-court pass to Sloper. Down to the corner to Wicks. Right side. That ball tipped up in the air. Going to be a steal by the Bulldogs. Trying to feed it down to the low post. That just got tipped up in the air. Wicks and Munt get kind of tangled up there. Munt goes to the ground. Driving. Shot from just inside three-point range. Shot is no good by the Bulldogs. Ball is tipped out. Rebound for Grangeville. Three-point shot on the way. It's no good. Another offensive board for the Bulldogs, though. Lindsley has it. Now to the low post. Munt, a little elbow out there. Not going to call a little bit of a push with the elbow, but they're going to get Tristan Hill with his first foul. And that'll put Carter Munt back to the free throw line for the Bulldogs. 1 out of 2 just went to the free throw line. 2:03 to go in the first quarter. That first free throw off the back of the iron, it is no good. Waiting for the second free throw from Munt. On the way. And he's 50%. He makes the second one. 9-4. Bulldogs on a little bit of a run. They've cut the lead to 5. Holder to Hill. Hill back over to Holder. Holder will set it up for the Lumberjacks. Working on the right side of the floor. Backs out to Wicks. Now Wicks controls. Corner to Sloper. Left side. Sloper picks up his dribble. Goes back to Holder. Holder over to Wicks. Took a little bit too much time to move that ball around. Cross-court pass now to Sloper. Sloper underneath to Hill, or to Renner. Foul called on the opposite side, or on Renner. They got him double-teamed. They're going to call that foul against Carter Munt. That's the 5th foul on the Bulldogs. St. Mary's has 4. That is his second foul. Trace Wicks comes out of the game. Jared Badgett checks in. Coming in for the Bulldogs, Ray Holes Jr. St. Mary's will lay him down from underneath. And they're making the number 3, Ray Holes Jr., take his arm sleeve off, and I'm thinking, I think there's some rules in that it has to match your uniform. It has to be the same colors, and it was a camouflage color. It was gray, or like a bluish color. Now they're stopping play even longer. I don't think Coach Chase is worried about it, but they're going to talk to Coach Chase. They gave it back to him and asking him if he's okay with it. And I don't really see it's not an advantage of any sort to have it on with the colors it is. I mean, it more or less matches their, except for the camouflage pattern on it. Not like it's purple or pink. Badgett has the ball, drives, tries to feed it underneath to Renner. Renner getting bodied around, goes up strong. Can't get the shot to go, but Renner will be fouled and head to the free throw line for the Lumberjacks. Tyler Renner, 60% from the free throw line on the season. Wyatt Holmes is going to check in here in a moment. First free throw up. That one is good for Renner. Also coming in is Wicks as Badgett comes right back out. Sloper comes out as well. Renner for the second free throw. On the way, off the side of the iron. It's no good. Rebound traced down by the Bulldogs. They'll bring it the other way. 10-4, Lumberjacks with the lead. Almost all the way through the first quarter. 1:20 to go. Bulldogs have the ball right wing. Clement working against Wicks. Now down to the corner to Lagarada. Still on the right side, trying to feed it in. That ball's deflected. Ball into the backcourt, deflected by St. Mary's. Wicks goes to the floor again and gets kind of bumped. Bulldogs get it across. Coach was on him to get it down further. I think they had numbers for a moment. Under a minute. Clement has the ball, works down to the right corner. Guarding him is Renner. And Renner's going to get called, I think, for the little reach foul there. That is Renner's first foul. 15 foul on St. Mary's. Bulldogs will inbound from baseline. So both teams kind of, not really foul trouble, but they both have almost, 6 fouls, 5 fouls. 3-point shot by Cody Clement from the right corner is up and good. 10-7. Lumberjacks lead is 3, 38 seconds. Cross-court pass to Hill. Hill back to back out to Holmes. Holmes kicks it out to Holder. Holder from 3, it's good. Still, and Holder buries it with the assist from Holmes. St. Mary's almost had a little bit of a opportunity to get a big pass down inside. Instead, they opted for the 3-point shot. Driving. Ray Holmes. Shot blocked by Wyatt Holmes. Rebound also to Holmes. Holder to Wicks. Wicks to Hill all by himself. No good on the shot, but he'll be fouled. Again, going up strong. Little head fake there. Draws the contact on the attempt. Then Hill back to the free throw line. That foul goes against the number 1, Lagarada. That is his second foul. Free throw on the way. It's up and good by Hill. 17 fouls now for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's will be in the bonus from here on out. 1.8 seconds on the clock. Second free throw looks good, it is. Tristan Hill off to a good start. Bulldogs lob that pass to the buzzer. Came off the glass. It's no good, but that's how the first quarter comes to an end. It's a 15-7 score. The Lumberjacks on top, and we'll be back with the second period.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend Checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
We are back as we get ready to start the second quarter. St. Mary's leads 15-7 here in Grangeville. The Lumberjacks 33% shooting in that first quarter. The Bulldogs 28%. St. Mary's shooting at 75% from the charity stripe. Tristan Hill already with 7 points in the first quarter, 4 rebounds as well. Lumberjacks need a little bit more production, though. They've only got 4 guys scoring points so far. Dylan Holder and Tyler Ritter each have 3. Jared Badgett with 2. So need to get a few more guys involved offensively. Of course, it's working to get it down into the paint, but you want to do that, of course. And I think that's kind of the thing is they want to pound it down into the paint and then try to open up that outside shooting a little bit. St. Mary's on the floor. It is the same 5. And the Bulldogs will start with possession in the second quarter. Bulldogs bring it down. Lindsley back to Clement. Clement down to the right side to Bransford. Jack Bransford, I think it's his first time in the game. Back up to Lindsley. Now they work it to the left side of the floor. Back to Clement. Clement has Holder on him. St. Mary's putting a little bit of pressure out on him. I think they're in his zone. Now back over to Bransford. Going to get a quick shot. No good. Rebound pulled down by Hill. Tristan Hill is an animal. Shot on the way. Three-pointer from Wyatt Holmes from the right side is up and good. I think that might have been Tristan Hill that fed it to him in the corner. Bulldogs turn it over. The Bulldogs, a little bit of a wild pass there. Cody Clement steps on the line as he tries to save it in, keep it in play. St. Mary's already making a substitution here. Going to get Dylan Holder out for a breather. Jared Badgett checks back in. Again, Wyatt Holmes is a post, but he can shoot outside. He's a multi-talented post player. Badgett to Wicks. Wicks for 3. That one's just off the mark. Like to see Wicks get going, but he's missed a couple threes already. Bulldogs down the other way into the corner to Bransford. The right side. Bransford up in the paint. He's got Renner all over him. Stifling defense inside. Driving in is going to be Muntz and gets Tristan Hill up off his feet. And I believe Hill just picked up his second foul. No, they're going to call that one on Holmes, and that'll be his first. I mean, it's better than going against Hill. And Muntz back to the free throw line once again, and he misses that one. Muntz is 2 for 5 from the free throw line. The 2 for 5 Bulldogs are 2 for 7 in all. Second free throw. He's been about 50%, and that stays true as he makes that one. St. Mary's, a little bit of pressure from the Bulldogs in the backcourt. Renner to Badgett. Almost a high pass to Wicks. Wicks stumbles. He's able to pull it down, gets it out to Wyatt Holmes, and Holmes is filling it right now with a three-pointer. He's hit from both sides of the floor now. 21-8, Jacks to the lead. Holmes almost gets a steal. Needs to be careful not to get a foul there, and the Bulldogs trying to get that down to the corner. The pressure from St. Mary's forces another Bulldog turnover. Lumberjacks on a 6-1 run here to start the second quarter. 6:30 to go, first half of play. Badgett with the ball. Whoa, trying to skip it back over to Wicks, and it's a kick ball on the Bulldogs as that came off the foot of Bransford. St. Mary's will inbound, far side. Wicks looking for somebody to get it into. He finds Hill. Backs it back out to Wicks. Wicks on the right side. Wicks up to the top to Badgett. Badgett will set up St. Mary's now. Now over to the left side. Renner back to Badgett. Back around to Wicks. High inside pass to the high post. They're going to find Holmes outside for another 3 on the left side. It won't go. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Just a little bit short on that one. Corner threes are one of the hardest ones to knock down. Three-pointer by Lindsley. And that was a pretty deep 3 by Lindsley, up and good for the Bulldogs. Sam Lindsley, the junior. 10-point lead for St. Mary. Led by 13 a moment ago. Up to the top to Holmes. Holmes over to Wicks. Wicks gets it into Renner. Renner, shot won't go. The rebound went to Hill. Hill's putback wouldn't go. The ball is going to be deflected out of bounds. It'll be St. Mary's ball. 5:33 in the first half. They're going to take Tristan Hill out for a breather. Dylan Holder will check in. St. Mary's to inbound. Up to the top to Holder. Back to the corner. Wicks gets the screen. Three-pointer off the mark. The foul, I think, is on the floor as Lagarada, a little bit too much contact there trying to box out Wicks. It'll be 1 and 1, I think, for Wicks, and it is. That is Lagarada's third foul, so he's checking out for Bransford. Wicks to the free throw line. 61% free throw shooter. I think he's been there once tonight. I think he was 1 for 2, if I recall correctly. No way to easily check it. Front end of the 1-and-1 is going to roll in. That thought was going to bounce off the rim. That one was a little bit back on the iron, but it popped forward, kissed the front of the rim, rolled in. St. Mary's doubled up on the Bulldogs, 22-11. Second free throw is up and good, nothing but net by Wick. 23-11, St. Mary's leads. Bulldogs bringing it the other way. Cross-court pass over to Lindsley on the right side. Lumberjacks a little bit of defense in the back. And Badgett comes in a little bit too strong there, and he's going to draw his third foul. So you don't want to. Badgett's the only Lumberjack in foul trouble right now with those three. See how long Chase off to keep him in there. Oh, no, I thought they were going to call that on, boy, they called that on the Bulldogs. That was number 10, Cody Clement picking up the foul. I thought they were going to get Badgett for coming in there too strong and making contact, but they say that he made this clean steal. And then he got fouled, so makes the free throw. 13-point lead for St. Mary's, 24-11. Second free throw off the rim, no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. 5:17 to go, first half. St. Mary's up by 13. Bulldogs have the ball. Lindsley, left side, back to the top now to Clement. He's got Badgett all over him. Badgett maybe looks like St. Mary's did a man defense now. Back to not Bransford, that was Goakoa. Driving the lane, shot up, no good for the Bulldogs. Offensive rebound, the putback was no good. The rebound went to Wyatt Holmes, and Holmes was off balance when he came down and gets called for the travel. So Holmes picks up a turnover. Badgett now comes out with those three fouls. Checking back in is Tristan Hill. Bulldogs trying to get it in. We go way up top to the 10 of Clement. Clement guarded by Holder. Back to Clement after he went over to Lindsley. Bulldogs still working up at the top. Now to the wing. Timeout going to be taken by the Bulldogs. 4:43 to go, first half. Lumberjacks lead 24-11. And a Bulldog timeout. We'll be back.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
And we are back. 30-second timeout taken by the Bulldogs. Both teams with 4 timeouts left. 4:43 to go, first half. St. Mary's leads at 24-11 over the Grangeville Bulldogs. St. Mary's on defense. Bulldogs inbound from sideline in front of the Lumberjack bench. Quick shot, but it's blocked by Renner, and Renner also gets the rebound. Holder to Wick. Now into the free throw line to Hill. Hill, jump shot off the front of the rim, won't fall. Renner with the rebound. His putback won't go. Rebound now to the Bulldogs. Second chance opportunity. St. Mary's needs to cash in on them. Going to get a three-pointer by Lindsley on the way. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound. Putback no good. Bulldogs another rebound. And the putback that time is good by the Bulldogs. 24-13, Jacks lead. Holder down to the corner to Wick, or to Hill. And Hill finds Renner all alone for the bucket. 26-13. Lumberjacks spreading out their offensive players and spreading out the defense for the Bulldogs and breaking their press pretty easily. Lindsley, left side. Skip past the top. It's going to be intercepted by Wick. Wick open for three. It's good by Trace Wicks on the steal. Trace Wicks had to regather himself. He lost the dribble for a minute, was able to still have plenty of time to get it up there. Bulldogs have that pass deflected, but they are able to keep possession. Driving is Lindsley. Back to top, almost a travel there by Lindsley. No call. Back to Clement. Clement gets to Lindsley, back up to Clement. Bulldogs working hard. St. Mary's working just a little bit harder. 29-13, it's a 16-point lead for St. Mary's. Going to get a steal by Holmes as the Bulldogs try to feed it down inside. St. Mary's brings it back up the floor. Wicks has it. Over to Holder. Holder, little head fake. Oh, almost a turnover. St. Mary's able to get it as Hill able to use all 6'6" of his frame to pull that ball in if there was a wide pass. Bulldogs will deflect that one out of bounds. They're trying to get it to the low post of Tristan a minute ago, and Tristan really had to stretch that arm out there to not let it go out of bounds. Renner, free throw line, shot up. It won't fall in for Tyler Renner. Lid on the bucket for Tyler the last couple of shots. Rebounds the Bulldogs. They'll come back, set up their offense. Clement, right side, left side, get past to Lindsley. Opposite side to the corner, down into Munt. Munt has Hill on him, and steal by Renner is Tristan Hill had him distracted, and Renner was able to just come and pick his pocket. Witt over to Hill. Hill into the free throw line. Holmes a little bit hard off the back of the iron. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Couple of drive possessions for St. Mary's. Nice little step in by Branford driving the left side of the lane, and he puts the bucket up and good for the Bulldogs. St. Mary's still leads by 14, 29-15. Another steal by the Bulldogs. Didn't see who turned it over for St. Mary's. Three-pointer on the way. Off the mark. Rebound to Renner. Coach Chase going to take a timeout here with 1:34 to go in the first half. St. Mary's leads at 29-16. It looks to be a full timeout. We'll be back.
Have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising effort and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjack!
And we are back. Coach Chase not quite happy with St. Mary's breaking those last couple of presses, so had to get on them a little bit. St. Mary's gets across the timeline fairly well this time. Out to the corner, three-pointer on the way by Wyatt Holmes. It's off the mark. Tristan Hill trying to fight for that rebound. Couldn't quite get it. Muntz the other way, and a bad idea by Wyatt Holmes. Coach Chase is not going to be happy with that foul, as Holmes tries to block that from behind, and those hardly ever work out. Only on occasion, but especially if you're right over the top of the guy. And it's going to be the second foul on Holmes. It'll send Carter Muntz back to the free throw line, where he is, I believe, 50%. In and out. He seems to always miss that first free throw. Second free throw on the way, and there it is. Makes the second one. He's the 50% kid on the free throw line is Muntz. And there's that bad pass. Well, not really a bad pass, but that was more on Wyatt Holmes that time. Wyatt Holmes, though, gets the steal the other way. They find Trace Wicks in the post, and Trace Wicks not a post player, but he makes that bucket and is fouled. Hill with the assist. The foul goes against the Bulldogs, but that was one of those times where the pass was coming to Holmes, but he stayed planted where he was. He should have come back to it. That foul goes against Bransford. The free throw is missed by Wick. Rebound to the Bulldogs. So Coach Chase had just gone over the breaking the press thing, and the St. Mary's almost coughed it up again there on that turnover. Going to get a blocked shot by Holder. Rebound to Holder. They feed it up to Wick. Wick lays it up and good for the Lumberjacks. Oh, wrong place. Coming the other way, we get a shot, I believe, blocked by Renner. Ball is deflected out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Bulldogs. Coming out is Holmes. 27 seconds on the clock. Checking in is Jack Barda. Into the corner. 23 seconds on the clock. Bulldogs have it up top. Big push off Hunt. Wick. St. Mary's was working on taking charges as well. Lindsley from the corner, a three-pointer up and good by the Bulldogs. Sam Lindsley has a couple of threes tonight. I think he's got 3 threes. Nope, just 2. Okay. St. Mary's with a bad pass. I think it was Wicks with the turnover. Then we get a steal by Holder and a foul on the Bulldogs. A little bit sloppy here late in the half. That foul goes against the number 5 of Munt, and that's his 3rd foul. Dylan Holder to the cherry stripe. Holder 50% from the free throw line. And that first one goes in. It would be double bonus time, even if he missed that one. 10 fouls for the Bulldogs. So St. Mary's been able to keep it at 7 fouls. They haven't, I don't think the Bulldogs have even been up to a 1-1 yet. Second free throw on the way. That one is good as well by Holder. 35-19, Lumberjacks up, decent lead, and there's a heave at the buzzer. And the first half will end with the Lumberjacks up 35-19. We'll take a break and come back with a look at the halftime statistics.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Maries community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider.
See the full lineup at St. Maries on Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Maries on Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings, but it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
And we're back. It's halftime here at Grangeville High School. St. Mary's boys lead 35-19 at the half. And a pretty good game so far for St. Mary's as Lumberjacks are shooting 37%. Bulldogs right at 30%, so not a bad percentage. But St. Mary's, they want to see that percentage up a little bit. St. Mary's average is 43 on the season. Three-point shooting, not bad. St. Mary's 33%, 4 for 12. And free throws doing good for the Lumberjacks in the first half as they were 11 of 15 for 73%. The Bulldogs, 42% from three-point range and just 40% from the free throw line. They've only made 4 free throws on the night. Even at rebounds, 18 apiece, 9 offensive for St. Mary's, 6 offense for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 12 defensive boards with St. Mary's 9. 7 assists for the Jacks, 4 assists for Grangeville. St. Mary's with 7 steals, the Bulldogs with 5 steals, 4 block shots by the Lumberjacks, 1 block shot for Grangeville, 6 turnovers for the Lumberjacks, 11 turnovers for Grangeville. Fouls, Bulldogs with 10 in the first half, 7 for St. Mary's. The Lumberjacks with 6 points off the bench, Grangeville with just 2 second chance points. St. Mary's with 6 second chance points, not too bad considering 9 offensive rebounds, so they're like at least 50% on their putbacks. The Bulldogs with 4, so they're not doing too bad as well. They had 6 offensive boards. St. Mary's with 8 points off turnovers. Grangeville with no points off turnovers. For the Bulldogs, they only had 4 players score in the first half. Carter Munt finishes with 8 points, 4 of those from the free throw line. Sam Lindsley has 6 points, 2 3-pointers for him. 3 points for Cody Clement, 2 points for Jack Bransford. That is the bench points for the Bulldogs. For St. Mary's, Trace Wicks leading in the scoring at halftime with 9 points. He has a rebound, an assist, and a steal. Tristan Hill has 7 points with 6 rebounds, 3 assists. 6 points for Wyatt Holmes, who has 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals and a block shot. Tyler Renner with 5 at the half with 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 block shots. 5 points for Dylan Holder. Holder has 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block shot. Jared Badgett with 2 points on the board. Badgett with 2 steals in the first half. Jack Barta had some minutes. Xavier Sloper had some minutes, but not really getting enough to do much at that point in the game. And have to look at your halftime numbers. St. Mary's just needs to keep doing what they're doing, break that press a little bit better. I know that one timeout Coach Chase took, you could hear him, because we're right above him, basically. He was giving the kids a little bit of the what have it on them breaking the press, and they did good that next possession. But then the following possession, they had the pass that was coming out from, I think it was Holder, over to Wyatt Holmes here on the near side, and Holmes waited for the ball to come to him instead of checking to it, and the Bulldogs able to step in front of it and almost steal it. Holmes then made up for it by stealing it back, but you got to avoid those turnovers. Those are an unwarranted turnover right there when you have that opportunity to come back to the ball. In any case, it is 35-19. Lumberjacks lead at the half. And we'll take a break and come back with second half of action from Grangeville.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler drops in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. You look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, if you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professionals?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Maries. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back, and a shout out to St. Mary's Athletic Director there, Todd Gilkey. Thank him for all the hard work he puts in scheduling games and everything, and me bugging him all the time for rosters. I hear that he is actually, I've seen that was shared around Facebook, that noticed that St. Mary's is going to be needing an athletic director for the 23-24 year. I hear that he may be retiring, Gilkey might be. So, Gilkey, just know that we appreciate everything you do, and we wish you well if you are retiring after this school year. Lumberjack don't really have anybody in foul trouble. I think Badgett was the only one with 3 fouls for St. Mary's. On the other hand, 2 of the starters for the Bulldogs, Lagarada and Carter Munt, have 3 fouls apiece, and Cody Clement has 2. He is a starter as well. Taking a look to see, and Lumberjacks have the original starting 5 on the floor. And Lumberjacks will start with possession as we switch ends here. Lumberjacks now going right to left. Badgett to Wick. Now to the free throw line to Renner. Renner couldn't get it into Hill as playing pretty hard defense inside. 3-pointer on the way by Wicks. It is short, as that was about a 24-footer. And chasing down the rebound is Tyler Renner. Renner has the ball now. Right wing, cross court to Holder. Back to Wicks. Opposite side to Badgett. Badgett, a little stutter, drives into the low post. Finds Holder underneath, and Holder, a nice little up and under with the assist from Badgett. Holder, not one of the normal post players underneath there, but working him under, getting him some look. Pass in the middle of the court for the Bulldogs. Now they go to the left side of the floor. Munt drives. And a foul call, and that one is going to go, I believe, against Tyler Renner. Foul number 2 for Tyler. That'll send Carter Munt to the free throw line. He is pretty much exactly 50% free throw shooter today, as he is 4 for 8, I think. Makes the first free throw. That's the first time he's made the front of the shot for the free throw line. See if he's got himself squared away. Maybe he likes going that direction better. Second free throw on the way. That one off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound to Tristan Hill. Holder up to Wicks. Working down the left side of the floor. Wicks picks up the dribble. Goes back to Holder. Now back to Wicks. Had to go up and elevate to pull that one down. Now to the free throw line to Hill. Cutting is Wicks. Wicks cross court to Badgett. Lumberjacks just moving the ball around right now. Now they look into the post again to Renner. Renner has it stripped, trying to go up. For a turnover and a steal by the Bulldogs. A foul going the other way. And that is the 3rd foul on Tyler here early in the second half. And Tyler's probably coming off, and he is. Probably won't see him for too much more of the 3rd. Tyler will come out. Not going to lose anything with him off the floor. Wyatt Holmes, the junior, checks in. Bulldogs with the ball up top. That ball deflected up by St. Mary's. Or actually, it might have been a bad pass. The Bulldogs try to avoid the over and back. Out to the corner. Now into the low post of Munt. Munt's shot won't fall in. Rebound tipped out by Holmes. That shot almost went in, rolled out. A little no-look pass into Hill. Hill backs it out to Holmes. Holmes for three. It's up and good by Wyatt Holmes. Tristan Hill with the assist as he kicked it out to him on the left side. Bad pass by the Bulldogs. Turnover. Trying to get it to Lindsley over here. Is a little bit wide and high up. St. Mary's doubled up 40-20 over the Bulldogs. Into the corner to Wicks. Right side. Now to the free throw line. Up the elbow. Back to Badgett. Back to the opposite side. Lumberjack doing a good job moving that around. Holder, a little head fake. Gets an open look. Three is up. It's no good. And Wyatt Holmes pulls down the rebound, and the foul is going to go against the Bulldogs. And is that foul against, did they say number 5? If that foul is against Carter Munt, and it is, that is his 4th foul, so he comes out. Checking in for the Bulldogs, I think the first time. I don't have a number 21 on either roster. So I'm not sure who 21 is. Three-pointer on the way. It's up and good by Holder. I know there was an assist there from the inbound pass. Wicks usually takes those inbound passes. And the Bulldogs the other way. Throw it away again. Cody Clement with the turnover. 43-20. Lumberjacks up by 23. Jack Bransford checks in for the Bulldogs. And Cody Clement comes out. Coach wants to have a word with him. A couple of bad passes on his side of things. St. Mary's will bring it down. Garrett Badgett controls, works his way to the right side, drives around one defender, gets kind of trapped and stood up, gets it back up to Wick. Going to get Holder for three from the opposite side. That one is no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs take it the other way. Bransford controls for Grangeville, up to the top. Kicks it back to Lindsley. Lindsley has Holder on him. He's going to elevate at the elbow. Shot is no good. Might have even been partially blocked by Holder. The rebound. The rebound was blocked by Holder. The rebound went to Hill. St. Mary's, I think, turns over the other way. Shot up and good for the Bulldogs. I did not see who made that. Looked like it was Sam Lindsley. First bucket for the Bulldogs. Three-point shot on the way by Badgett. It's no good. Hill got the rebound. Hill's first putback was no good. He did get the rebound. The putback was no good, and he's going to be fouled on the floor on the second offensive rebound. That foul goes against number 21. I don't have a 21 on the roster. Second foul for the Bulldogs in the second half. Into Holder. Holder found a little gap to cut into the lane and gets the assist from Wicks as he puts it up. A good foul there on Badgett. Badgett trying to get the steal, got a little hand check there, and actually Badgett only has 2 fouls. Now it's 3. Bulldogs bring it back the other way. Bransford has Badgett on him, works his way to the left side. Wicks is going to pick him up, try to get the steal, and they're going to say a little hand check by Wicks. Wicks doesn't agree with the call, but that's what it is. 4 fouls on St. Mary's in the second half already. Trace Wicks' first foul. Into the free throw line. That's the number 21. He goes up for the shot. It's no good. Rebound, tipped around, pulled down by Tristan Hill. Hill gets it out to Holder. Holder gets to the head to Wicks. Back over to Holder. St. Mary sets up the offense. Badgett working outside. Looks to Hill. Hill in the paint. Shot a little bit low. Didn't get quite enough under that one. It's going to be off the back of the iron. And Hill got kind of cold. I think he had 7 points at the end of the first. And he hasn't scored since then. Nice little jump shot from about 15 feet by Lindsley is up and good. Coming the other way, a foul called on the Bulldogs. That's Lagarata. Lagarata comes out with 4 fouls, I do believe. The Bulldogs have 2 guys with 4 fouls, 2 of their starters. That's Munt and Lagarada. Over to Holder, 3-pointer, just off the mark. Rebound to Hill. Hill spins, puts it up and good. Hill got that rebound in the lane and cashes it in for the Lumberjacks. 47-24. Down to the corner, back into the paint. 21, head fake, kicks the ball back out. Lindsley has it now for the Bulldogs. Again, we don't have a name for number 21 for the Bulldogs. Out to the corner. Once again, that was to Goakoa. And the Bulldogs back it back out to Cody Clement. Clement works his way to the right. That's to the free throw line. Back up to Lindsley. Wicks on him. Lindsley, head fake, drives, puts the shot up in the short corner. No good. Rebound to the Bulldogs is, it was Wyatt Holmes jumped a little bit too early to try to pull in that rebound, but the Bulldogs then get called for the travel. Xavier Sloper checks back in for St. Mary's. Badgett's going to come out. A little bit of backcourt pressure now from the Bulldogs. They've got 3 in the backcourt. Xavier gets it into Holder. Holder brings it up ahead to Holmes. Oh, bad pass by Holmes, trying to feed it across. Drive, kick out to Lindsley. Lindsley for 3. Back iron, no good. Sloper with the rebound for St. Mary's. Sloper ahead to gets it back out to Wicks. Wicks sets up for the 3. It's up and good. Xavier Sloper with the assist as Wicks was trailing him wide open as he pulled up the left wing. Again, some pressure from St. Mary's in the backcourt. Oh, Trace Wicks gives a body check to Clement. It was a little bit too much for the ref.
Good job, Trace.
Trace gets foul number 2, and I think one of the Bulldog players was John at him, and Wicks points up the scoreboard. Cody Clement with the ball for Grangeville. Up to the free throw line. Back out to Clement. Clement for the long 3 off the mark. Rebound to Lindsley, and Lindsley puts it up and good. That was a perfect bounce out on that missed bucket. Right into the hands of Lindsley. He was able to put it up and easy back in. 50-26. St. Mary's outscored the Bulldogs 15-7 here in the third with 1:45 to go. Holmes out to Sloper. Back to Holder. Now to Wicks. Wicks pulls up for the 3. It looks good. It goes off the mark. They're going to get the rebound tip to Sloper. It's up and good. I'm going to give Sloper the offensive board and the putback. 52-26. St. Mary's up, I believe, by 26 over the Bulldogs. Lindsley to the corner now to Clement. Clement on the right side, brings it up to the elbow, or to the wing, back to Lindsley. Lindsley, little head fake. Drives into the lane, little fallback jumper by Sam Lindsley. A nice shot by him. It is up and good. Minute to go, third quarter, 52-28. St. Mary's taking some pressure in the backcourt. Holder to Wicks. Wicks, high pass into Holmes. Holmes going to drive, puts it up a little bit short on that one, but didn't get enough oomph underneath it. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Up to Clement. Clement working. Works his way to the right or left side, down to the corner now to Bransford. Looking inside. The number 21 gets the nice look and puts it up and good for the Bulldogs. Trace Wicks will bring it the other way. Again, backcourt pressure from the Bulldogs. They get it across on the sideline. Wicks has it, 19 seconds. St. Mary's going to maybe hold a little bit for the shot now. Wicks again with the ball. Now over to Sloper. Sloper left side. Sloper back up to Holder. And a foul there on the number 4, Bransford. Foul number 4 on the Bulldogs. St. Mary's with 5. 7 seconds on the clock. Bulldogs, lots of stuff coming in here. I got to take care of the Lumberjack stuff. Holder and Hill come out. Checking in is, let's see here, Badgett. Badgett and, who was the other one that came in for St. Mary's? Oh, Renner. And they get it into Renner underneath. And Renner puts it up and good right as he comes in. And the third quarter comes to an end. Lumberjacks up by 24, 54 to 30. We'll take a break, come back with the final period of play from Grangeville.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? KOFE Trucking is one of these. KOFE Trucking has been a fixture at St. Maries for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. KOFE Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. KOFE Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
And we are back. St. Maries is 1 to 2 buckets away from having 5 players in double digits tonight. Right now, tied for leading in scoring is Dylan Holder and Trace Wicks, both sitting at 12 points. Tristan Hill and Wyatt Holmes sitting at 9. Tyler Renner has 7. Badgett 3, Sloper with 2. And Tristan Hill is close to another double-double as he's got 12 rebounds, 9 points. See what the Lumberjacks have in to start this. Looks like it's the same 5 for the Lumberjacks. Bulldogs will start with possession. St. Mary's up by 24, 54 to 30. Controlling for the Bulldogs. Clement over to Lindsley. Lindsley's been basically the biggest scorer for the Bulldogs here tonight. Gonna get it underneath. Lots of contact. The shot won't fall. Ray Holes Jr. with the miss. The foul against 20. Who's that again? Oh, it was Loper. It was. Loper with the first foul. That sends Ray Holes Jr. to the free throw line, where he makes the first free throw. And he makes both free throws. First time the Bulldog has made both free throws. St. Mary's with the ball. Badgett brings it down for the Jacks. Oh, bad idea by Badgett. Tried to just top it over the top of the Bulldogs. Shot won't fall. Lots of contact. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Another putback won't go. And a timeout taken by the Bulldogs after a couple of rebounds. I was really surprised there wasn't maybe a foul call, but on St. Mary's, in fact, a full timeout by Grangeville. So we'll take it as well.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawah, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
And the Bulldogs get the inbound pass. The quick jump shot, no good. A little bit of a late whistle there, but a foul called on the Lumberjacks, and that's the second foul on Sloper. But if you're going to have a guy get a foul, Sloper's not a bad one to do it. That's only his second foul of the game. And that'll put the number 10 of Cody Clement to the free throw line. He is 0 for 2. Make it 0 for 3 as he misses that one.
Rebound, Jack!
Badgett getting instruction from Coach Chase. Heads back out to the block. Ready for the second shot from Clement on the way. That one is short, but rolls its way into the bucket. 54-33. Jacks with the lead. Badgett bringing it down with some pressure from Grangeville. A little bit of maybe a foul there. They don't call it right, but they do call a foul on the floor going the other way. As Badgett drove to the right side of the block. That foul goes against the number 3. That's Holes Jr. Into Holmes. There's Holes Jr.'s second foul. Badgett now has the ball for St. Mary's up top. Over to Wicks. Wicks working right side. Takes it to the top of the key. Picks up his dribble. Over to Sloper. Sloper working left side. Sloper drives. Free throw line. Kicks it back out to Renner. Back to Sloper. Now over to Wicks. St. Mary's, again, slowing their offense down a little bit. Being patient. Wicks drives right side. Kicks out to Badgett. Badgett penetrates. He's going to go ahead and take the shot. High off the glass. It won't fall. Renner got the rebound. The first one wouldn't go. The second one wouldn't go. And the bunnies are not coming easy for St. Mary's at the moment. And I think the ball went out of bounds. I don't think it was a foul. I think it was knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. So St. Mary's will inbound. Up into Renner. So the ball will stay with St. Mary's. I think it was a jump ball is what they're calling. Holmes and Badgett come out. Hill into the game. And Holder. And a timeout taken by Coach Chase. Oh, we'll take one as well. I don't think it was a full timeout. We'll be back.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Maries Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Maries is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack!
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back. St. Mary's will inbound after the timeout. Wicks will look for somebody. Gets it to Hill. Hill goes up, puts it up and good. Trace Wicks with the assist. I believe that gives Tristan his double-double now. 11 points, 12 rebounds. Bulldogs have it. Clement down to the corner to the 14 of Goakoa. That ball tipped out. St. Mary's almost gets a chance to get the steal, but Legarata drags it down. Going to get Carter Munt going up strong. He can't get the shot to go. Pulling down the big rebound, Tristan Hill. Rebounding machine tonight. I believe that's 13 rebounds total for Tristan, unofficially. Ball goes up to Tristan, back to Holder. Holder, high entry pass. Nice job getting it into Renner and made it an easy bucket for Renner. There's nobody on the weak side, I guess you'd say, of Renner on the opposite side of where he was at, able to knock that down easily. Lindsley with the three, no good. Offensive board for the Bulldogs. They put it back up and good. And they get fouled. A three-point play attempt for the Bulldogs. That foul goes against Holder. That is his second foul. St. Mary's now with 8 fouls in the contest in the second half. Free throw shot on the way. That one is no good by Clement. Offensive board, and the putback is up and good by Carter Munt, and a couple of easy buckets and then a couple of fouls for the Lumberjacks. Wait to see who that foul goes against. And that is the 4th foul on Tyler. Renner comes out, Holmes back in. Free throws up and good. A little bit of a run there by the Bulldogs as they go on an 8-4 run. St. Mary's is up by 20 though, 58-38. Wicks works his way down the floor, down the right or left side. Now he gets it across the timeline. He's directing traffic for the Lumberjack offense. Brings it to the right, all the way to the wing. Picks up his dribble now. Goes to Holmes. Holmes over to Badgett. Badgett down to Holder. Holder, right or left side. Back to the top to Holmes. Now looking down into the paint. Going to work the shot, going to go up strong as Hill. No good, but a foul call. And that foul, I believe, goes against Sam Lindsley, and it'll send Tristan Hill back to the charity stripe. Been there a few times tonight. I think he's missed only one or two of them. 5:23 to go. First free throw on the way. Good by Hill. 59-38. Lumberjacks with the lead. Second free throw on the way is perfect. 60-38. Lumberjacks up by 28. 22. Down to the right wing. Bulldogs just keeping it to where they won't have to worry right at the moment about the running clock. Missed shot by the Bulldogs. Holmes on the rebound. Hill had a chance at that rebound too, but Holmes takes it away from him. Badgett has it now. Looking to the cutting Wicks. Tipped away. Oh, last touch by Trace. Call it a turnover on Wicks. St. Mary's back on defense. Gonna have it at the elbow and get a cutter, but there to put a good defense on is Wicks, but the Bulldogs able to make the shot up and over him. 20-point lead for St. Mary's. Wicks down the right side. Gets it back out to Holder after bringing it across the timeline. Now to Badgett, then to Holder. Holder straight away. Works his way a little bit right. Now back over to Wicks. Wicks left side of the floor. Now back to Hill. Hill to Badgett. Still working basically around the free throw line. Back to Holmes. And to Holder. Holder gets a look at three. It's on the way. Nothing but net by Dylan Holder. Holmes gave him the assist. 63-40, Lumberjacks with the lead. Lindsley with the ball up top for Grangeville. Long three by Cody Clement. It is short. Rebound taken by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs able to put it up and good. That's the 14 of Goakoa. His first bucket of the game. Holder brings it down the floor. Hands it off to Wicks. Going to start, maybe not. They're going to start a little bit of their weave up top. Wicks takes it up to the free throw line. Backs it back to Badgett. And kind of a weave for St. Mary's up top. Holder takes it, drives lane. Shot is up and good from the left side. Nice layup and in by Holder. Using that left-handed fingertip roll as well. 65-42. Lumberjacks up. Three-point shot from Lindsley on the way. Short. Rebound to Holder. And Holder trying to get away. He's going to get fouled. And that's Carter. That's five. That's Carter Munt. That's his fifth foul. Carter Munt will foul out of the game, and that'll put the Lumberjacks at the free throw line with a 1-1. Carter Munt finishes the game with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points for Grangeville. Only 4 points in the second half. We've got Dylan Holder, 50% free throw shooter. Makes the front end of the 1-1 for the Lumberjacks. 66-42, St. Mary's up by 24 points. 3:09 to go. Second shot on the way. That is good as well. Bulldogs coming back the other way. Clement working the right side of the floor. Hands it off to Lagarada. Lagarada backs out, drives again, tries to penetrate, goes to Lindsley on the left side. Lindsley, 18-foot jump shot won't fall. Offensive rebound. The putback no good. A foul going to be called, and they're going to say that Tristan Hill got him on the arm. That'll be the second foul for Hill. And that'll send Lagarada to the free throw line. He has not been to the charity stripe tonight or today. And that first free throw is in and out for Lagarada. Second free throw. On the way. Took his time, set up for that one. It is good. 43-67. A little bit of backcourt pressure comes from the Bulldogs. Bad pass by Holder. Or maybe his guy just didn't go where he wanted them to, and the Bulldogs turned it over on the opposite end. They throw it away themselves. I don't know if it was a bad pass by Holder or if he was just expecting his teammate to go a different direction. So St. Mary's has the ball, though, after Greenville turns it back over. Again, back to court pressure. It's Badgett. Badgett trying to get a look past in. I didn't see Badgett come into the lineup. So I got to get Badgett into the floor. I don't know. Ooh, he was in there for Sloper.
What's up, Wyatt?
And now Wyatt comes out. And Tyler Renner went back in. 3-point shot up and good by the Bulldogs from the left corner. Holder working right side of the floor. 67-46. St. Mary's with the lead. Wicks slows down, holds the ball up top. Little kick ball there by Goakoa coming out on defense. Holder will inbound into the backcourt. Wicks gets it to Holder. Holder drives. Holder shot won't go. Hill with the rebound. Nice. It was a nice drive to the hoop for Holder, but he did have Tyler Renner wide open, sitting there waiting maybe for the dish off. I thought that's what he was going to do, but he went ahead and tried to do the shot, take the shot himself. Hill got the rebound, and Hill got fouled, and will go to the free throw line for the 1-and-1, I believe. I don't think he was shooting. I don't think they're calling that as in the act of shooting. Bulldogs stepped in some guys there. Ray Holt Jr., I think, came in. Jack Bransford. Tristan Hill, first free throw on the way. It's up and good. And it was a 1-and-1 situation as everybody was boxing out. Hill's second free throw on the way. It is up and good as well. And St. Mary's going to clear the floor here, put in some of the young guys. We've got Landon Holmes in for St. Mary's. We've also got the Bartas, Xavier, and Year Out. Some of these guys are going to be the core of St. Mary's next year. St. Mary's graduates a lot of their boys this year, and they have only a couple of juniors, a couple of sophomores. That ball is almost going to be a turnover forced by the Lumberjacks. That ball ended up bouncing around between them and coming off the Bulldog's lap. St. Mary's will have possession with 1:35 to go. Brock Barta controls for the Lumberjacks. Backcourt pressure from Grangeville, trying to get a trap. Brock picks up his dribble, and a timeout taken by Coach Chase to keep him out of trouble there. 1:27 to go. I think it's probably just going to be a 30-second timeout. It is. So let's just take a quick look and see what some of our stats look like for our guys that just went off the floor for the Lumberjacks. I'm really curious to see where we're at. I've got at least 3 in double digits, and we do. So Dylan Holder having a heck of a game tonight. 19 points for him so far. Tristan Hill with 15. Wicks with 12. And Renner and Holmes didn't quite get that extra bucks they needed in to get over the double-digit mark for tonight, because I don't think they'll go back in, but they were close. Tyler Renner with 8 rebounds as well. So St. Mary's will now inbound, have to save that possession for the young guys. Into Jack Barta. Barta will bring it across. Got a little bit of a trapping defense at the half-court line. Barta works to the left. Over to Holmes. Holmes. Over to Barta. Jack Barta for 3. Oh, no good. Off the mark. Rebound to the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs lost the ball, and it was J.J. Yearout almost getting the save to keep the possession back to St. Mary's, but couldn't quite get there in time. So the Bulldogs bring it across with 1 minute to go. Bransford Down to the corner. Little head fake from Sickles. He's going to pull up for the short corner shot. It's no good. We have a foul on the rebound attempt, and that foul goes against the Bulldogs. So who's shooting free throws? Because that's who had the rebound for St. Mary's. It looks like it will be Jack Barta with the rebound. Jack heads to the free throw line. Checking in for the Bulldogs will be Taven Ebert. And I don't have a 15 on my roster, so I don't know who he is. Barta's free throw is up and good. St. Mary's 70, Bulldogs 43. Second free throw on the way. That one off back of the iron. No good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Bringing it down for the Bulldogs is Sickles. Working down the right side. Kicks it to the corner. That's to the number 12 of Spencer. Spencer still has it. Cross-court pass. And the Bulldogs lose out of bounds. That was Ebert that lost his footing, fell down, ball went out of bounds off of him. Again, backcourt pressure from the Bulldogs. Landon Holmes controls it. He's going to get it up to Brock Barta. Brock gets it across the timeline, shifts it to Yearout. Yearout back to Brock. Brock takes up some heavy pressure from Grangeville. Jack Barta drives. Little no-looker to Yearout. It's up and good off the glass by J.J. Yearout. Jack Barta with the assist. Coming to the way, Yearout on defense. Spinning, getting the block. Oh, it's going to be a foul called. But yeah, J.J. playing some tough defense down there inside. That whistle a little bit late coming. I thought he was going to get the block instead of the foul call. That'll send the 21, who we don't have on our roster, to the free throw line. He does have 2 points tonight in 4. Now he gets the chance to charity strike. 13 seconds basically on the clock. And he's going to make the first free throw. Second free throw on the way. Both free throws good. Lumberjacks didn't hold the Bulldogs to as low of a score as they did in St. Mary's the first time they met, but St. Mary's scored about twice as much. The Lumberjacks going to let the clock roll out, and that will be it for the Lumberjacks as they move on to 4-1 in league play, 8-3 overall. And Lumberjacks with the big win, 72-48 over the Bulldogs. We'll take a break, come back with our post game.
It's time to winterize your home, and there's no better place to start than at everyone's hardware and lumber store, 10th Street Lumber. They have insulation, house wraps, stoves, and heaters. See their huge selection of power tools, paints, and painting supplies. And, of course, they have a full line of lumber supplies. Stop by 10th Street Lumber and see what they can do for you. And remember, 10th Street Lumber will deliver anywhere on 10th Street and Railroad Avenue, 10th Street Lumber.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturday. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Maries Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Maries.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Heidi Kruger is a proud sponsor of the Lumberjacks on KOFE. For all your investment needs, call 208-755-5294 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Tim Parrish back here in Grangeville as the Lumberjack varsity boys come away with a 72-45. That's 48. My stats haven't caught up yet. 72-48 victory over the Bulldogs. And St. Mary's very consistent through all four quarters. They had 15 points in the first, 20 in the second, 19 in the third, 18 in the fourth. The Bulldogs with a slow start, 7 first quarter points, 12 points in the second, 11 in the third, 15 in the fourth. And maybe 18 in the fourth because of that 3 points that seems to be missing off of my stats. Anyways, St. Mary's brought their shooting percentage up to 42% by the end of the game. The Bulldogs at 33%. St. Mary's 34% from outside, hitting 8 of 23 from three-point range. A lot of three-point shots taken for St. Mary's. 3 of 13 for the Bulldogs for 23% from outside. Free throw shooting, 78% for the Lumberjacks, 18 of 23. The Bulldogs just 54%, 12 of 22. St. Mary's with 37 rebounds, the Bulldogs 32. St. Mary's had 19 offensive boards, the Bulldogs with 15, 18 defensive boards, 17 defensive for Grangeville, 16 assists for the Lumberjacks, 6 for the Bulldogs. The steals, St. Mary's had 7. Grangeville had 10 steals on St. Mary's today. 5 block shots for the Lumberjacks and 1 block shot by the Bulldogs. St. Mary's had 12 turnovers, the Bulldogs with 17. Both teams finished with 18 fouls. St. Mary's with 14 points off the bench, the Bulldogs with 4. St. Mary's with 13 second chance points. Not bad, really, considering 19 rebounds. Offensively, the Bulldogs did well too, 12 second chance points with 15 rebounds. St. Mary's with 10 points off turnovers, the Bulldogs with just 2. 2 players in double digits for Grangeville tonight. They had Sam Lindsley with 14, 12 points for Carter Mudd. He fouled out with those 4. 9 points for Cody Clement. 3 points for Ray Holes Jr. off the bench, and 3 points for, it looked like I had 7 points off the bench. 3 points for the number 21, who I didn't have. 3 points for Jaden Lagarada. 2 points for Ray Holes. 2 points for Jack Bransford for the Bulldogs. For St. Mary's, 3 guys in double digits for the Jacks, and it was Dylan Holter leading the way tonight. 19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 block shots for Dylan. 15 points for Tristan Hill to go along with 14 rebounds and 4 assists. 12 points for Trace Wicks to go along with 1 rebound, 4 assists, and a steal. 9 points for Tyler Renner, 8 rebounds for him, and a steal and 2 block shots. 9 points for Wyatt Holmes, who had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a blocked shot. 3 points for Jared Badgett. Badgett had 2 steals and an assist and a rebound. 2 points for Xavier Soper. He had 2 rebounds and an assist. 2 points for J.J. Kira, and 1 point for Jack Barta. Barta had an assist and a rebound as well. And some pretty good playing time there for Brock Barta and Landon Holmes as well. They each got at least a minute in. So did J.J. Yearout. And good to see those younger guys getting in there. Xavier had 12 minutes tonight on the floor for St. Mary's, and they were some pretty good minutes. He didn't have too bad of a night. He only actually had no turnovers, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. So pretty good for him, and 2 points. So contributed a little bit when they needed him too as well. So good game for the Lumberjacks. Once again, they improved to 4-1 in league play, 8-3 overall, 5-4 on the road now. And they will be back home on Monday hosting the Genesis Preparatory Academy Jaguars at home. We'll have that game on the air. The next day, the girls will be at Kellogg. We'll have that game on the air. On Wednesday, the boys, they'll have freshman, JV, and varsity will be at Lake City. We'll have that game on the air. Thursday, going to take a break because we had some prior plans and commitments that we had done. The girls will host Priest River. It will be senior night, but we'll get the senior night pamphlet for that, and then we will honor the senior girls in their next game, which will be district tournament action. And the boys and play on Friday, I believe, and then on Saturday. So a lot of basketball action next week for the Lumberjacks. 72-45 boys with the win. We'll go ahead and wrap things up here from Grangeville. Hopefully all Lumberjack fans get home safely, and we'll see you on Monday for some more Lumberjack basketball action.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Maries or Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjack!